this one? Wow. You nailed it.
It is a source of beauty. Without
Porto.
it could not have happened.
It's okay, good enough, Lee.
I don't know if I'm getting caught up in the moment, the run of form we're on, the goals we're scoring, the vibe at the moment. But I'm not scared of Porto.
It's fucking embarrassing. It's going
Oh no! Oh, Twitter, you take the 0-0!
And Arsenal have it all
They
to
mugged
do
us off.
at the Emirates.
Oh no!
If anybody gets in my face, I'm knocking them out.
Nah.
That was just last night, so I thought you were busy.
The score is
Come on.
1.
He kept that one quiet.
He kept that one quiet as well. Silent assassin. Silent assassin.
No, we knew about this, you know. Me and Matisse knew about it. We got intel from someone at AFTV that he predicted 4-1 yesterday. That is
Intel.
Really?
Intel.
Yeah,
We got snitches in the fucking camp. I will kill people,
bro.
You know. You don't know.
We got intel.
We were
intel
doing
already.
we were doing a watch along, and I heard Turkish prediction, and I heard Julian compare Porto to Burnley, and I said, "Wow,
Yeah.
there's a lot of confidence."
just
going
please
on
try
right
and
now.
Lily.
Put my name
Shut
in
the
one
intel.
sentence and Julian's in another, please. Don't
Turkish and Julian. Turkish and Julian.
Well, I heard Matisse and Rory talking recently. And yeah, I don't know.
okay. I see what we're doing. Okay, all right.
We all got on Matisse. We all got on, my friends.
Wow.
Listen,
It's crazy, man.
we're back, people. The Big Six, Thursday night, 2K in the building. Hit the like button. Scar's done overtime. I don't know why I told him to take the night off, but here he is doing OT. I sent it. OT off your own back means no funds, my guy. Hope you've enjoyed the feedback you get off the back of that. Hey, big up, Scar. Tobes, Grizz, Matisse, Hugh, Saeed, all in the building. Individual channel links in the description below. We're all on the road to something, whether it's 100K or 50K. Let's make it happen. 2024, people. This channel as well on the road to 100K. So make sure you subscribe, people. Put the notification bell on. Twice a week, every week, we're here. We are here. And oh shit, I forgot. Manscaped sponsoring the show tonight as well. Listen, you know about Manscaped already. They've been sponsoring the Big Six for a year and a half. Big up every single one of you that have purchased that and using the code TB620, because monthly they send us the numbers and you know, it's making sense. You lot are showing a lot of support out there. They're still sponsoring us a year and a half in, so just got to show some love to that. If you do need anything for, you know, male grooming top to bottom, then go to Manscaped. They've got everything that a man needs. TB620 is the code, and that doesn't exclude women either, because women, you can buy your man something nice. You know, go on Manscaped, use the code TB620. Don't tell him you got 20% off. He thinks you paid full bang. Look, happy days. He's smiling for at least another month. So go show some love to Manscaped as well. Any other ways I can delay this?
No. You could show the table, actually. I wouldn't mind that. Can we see the table predictions?
But the only one we were
man, another last second goal, man.
Grizz was like, "Oh, it's not gonna be 4 goals." Back your team, brother. Back your team.
Let's bring up the table.
I literally said last week, please, no last minute goals. And there's us 3-1, and then, yeah, unbelievable.
I just want to get something out there because I saw in the comment section. Apparently, I haven't rewatched it. Apparently, I predicted 3-1 Liverpool, and then later on, I said 4-1. I stuck to my 3-1, people. Yeah, I did. I don't know what happened there.
Fair play, man. Fair play.
I was confused. I remember saying to Grizz, "Oh, you laughed at me saying 3-1, and you went 3-1." So to be honest with you, I didn't really have a chance to cheat. I did look at the avenues, but yeah, it was all.
But we got robbed, man. Oh, man, that shit little player, Harvey Elliott, man. Absolute
You got robbed. That's hilarious.
Shit little player just banged
Do
it
it
in.
for Klopp, man. Come on,
Banged it in the last second, man. Shit player.
Over 20 points.
That would help you with the league, bro. Come on.
So this is the live table, is it?
Yeah, brand new live off the back of Matisse's.
Yeah, man.
He just won't go away, will he?
But people laughing, but I'm so close to getting scores
man.
right.
You're winning this, man. You're winning.
And moving up the table. I ain't giving up, man. I've got revived hope, man.
Nah, you know what? If Saeed wins it again, I'm calling
We're retiring it.
I'm calling it the Saeed prediction table next year.
Yeah. We're retiring it.
Say no more.
Yeah, I'm calling it Saeed.
I'm backing that.
For the audio listeners, everyone got their correct results right. So everyone got a minimum of 2 points. Matisse the only one with a correct score on top of that, so he got 4. So the table stands exactly the same way it did. Tobes top, Saeed second, me third, Matisse fourth, Hugh fifth, and Grizz still bottom of the table. But it's getting closer, people. So make sure you're here. All right, cool.
Mad.
Anything else? How's your day been, people? Like, Families all well.
Do you know what I want to ask? Just before we dive into it, who gave AFTV the right to put a Champions League trophy on their set? who gave that Robbie guy the license to buy a Champions League trophy? No,
Huey.
I just want to know. Like, this is a respected, coveted competition, and there's man out here just buying trophies.
Road to Wembley.
Hey, don't talk about buying trophies. You are fucking.
Hey.
We've lifted
Hugh, I know what you mean, Hugh. It's a disgrace.
asking the right questions.
Hugh's right. People just buying trophies.
That thing's collecting dust. Ours has been lifted. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why you bought it.
Just about fucking 6 months ago, still putting it down.
To be fair, they can dream, man. They can dream in it. It's the road to Wembley, innit? So they're basically saying
Who said
road
that?
to Wembley, innit? So
Is that they've done Road to Wembley?
No,
I'm saying like you have these kind of like things on Sky, yeah. No, but you have it on Sky, you say road to Wembley. So maybe they're assuming road to Wembley.
Oh, maybe.
Get the file.
Oh, they think this is the FA Cup.
Yeah, and by the way, Grizz, you put them second favourites, so maybe they've got a right to think like that.
I still think they're gonna. Look, I don't know how we want to attack this session or section. I don't know how you guys want to attack it.
So okay. I see. Yeah. You're gonna come with the Arteta and the love and the guidance and Wait, hold on 1 second.
Sorry.
0 shots on target. 0. That's where we're starting. Not with your analysis. With the facts, with the stats.
Brother,
0 shots on target.
Fuck Arteta.
Alright, this is what I mean, man. You can't flip flop like this, man.
I can do what I want. I don't support that damn team. I don't support them. I can do what I want. How you telling me what I want?
You picked them up. Another team. To Arsenal fans.
I still.
Look at them then.
I don't.
Speak of them then.
Don't ask me about them then.
You
literally we're talking about Arsenal. Wait, hold on. No, I didn't.
Second favourites.
Everyone
yourself out there and put them second favourites. So you're the one that's gloating them up. You're the one that's doing it.
Finished?
Yeah, I'm finished.
Over 3,000 of you guys in here, smash the like button and rewind the 30 seconds. We started talking about Arsenal and you went, Grizz, but you put my second, so he started on me. You started this topic. I still think they're going to smash Porto in the second leg. But we're talking about this first leg. And we're talking about buying trophies and putting in AFTV studios. And we're talking about Arsenal fans, fan content creators crying over the Champions League anthem. And we're talking about Arsenal fan content creators putting Real Madrid and Arsenal combined 11s. This is what we're talking about today. We're talking about 0 shots on target since 2017 or something, guys. Someone told me a stat. No shots on target since what?
2017.
Since the last time they were in it, basically.
Sorry,
last time they were in it.
So this is what we're talking about. We're not talking about Grizz thinking they're a very good team and I think they will go far in the Champions League. I still think that. But let's talk on last night for now. That's where I'm coming from.
Let's do that. Let's do that then. Cool.
Wow. Arsenal have not reached the quarterfinal stage of the Champions League since 2009-2010. That was 13 years ago. Sorry, 13. That's a long time. It's a long time to not reach the last 8. It's Portugal again, isn't it? It's Portuguese. You don't learn the language. Do you know what I mean? The last year you come back again, and it's a madness. 1-0. I thought Porto deserved it, to be honest, because at least they had a plan on the counter. At least they had a threat. Listen, it wasn't a great game, and they definitely, sat in deep. And Pepe, at his age, to still be marshalling a backline, I think is incredible. One of the great defenders of the game. Definitely has to get more flowers. But Arsenal just were weird, odd. We've just seen them in the last couple of Premier League games go full throttle. They're on the attack. They're scoring goals. They've got the balance back between this season's defense and everybody, airtight. And then they've got the fluidity and the firepower up front. And they went just back into this weird, controlling, suffocating, claustrophobic addiction that they have with, we're not going to give too much. We're not going to counter. We're not going to break. We're not going to put people forward. We're just going to keep the ball. And I'm just like, what is going on? Like, this is knockout. This is knockout football. And I know it's 2 legs. I know it's 2 legs, but all it takes is one deflection at the Emirates, and now they're in serious crap. You know what I mean? So I just don't understand why you wouldn't go to Porto and blitz them. Because Man City went to Copenhagen. They're not as good a team, obviously, but they went there and they said, we're going to just finish off the tie today. Today we're finishing the tie, not later. We're not because how many times have we seen this with Arsenal? You're saying I agree with you, Grizz. I think they're gonna do the second leg, right? But we said the same thing with Sporting. We did the same thing with Olympiacos. We said the same thing with I don't know how many teams we can reel off here. Villarreal, right?
Yeah.
So don't assume, because assuming is what got you into this position. There was so much confidence, so much chat coming into this game. People are disrespecting Porto. Right? What?
When you assume, you make an ass out of you and me. Yeah, that's what happens when you assume. Yeah.
Okay.
I think it was a rude awakening to the champion, a rude return to the Champions League. Like it's a totally different competition. It's a totally different dynamic to the Premier League. Like you go to Europe, they don't care if you scored 11-2. They don't care if you scored 21-5. You go abroad, you go on the plane, everything changes. And look, we learned that. Look, I think Arsenal will be fine. I think they'll get their shit together back in the Emirates. I think they'll get through the tie. I think you'll forget about this one for now anyway. But to suggest that you can waltz back into the competition after an absence of however many years it is, and people elevate them to, oh, they're on par with maybe Real Madrid to win the competition, or they're just below sitting Real Madrid to win the competition. This competition will chew you up and spit you back out, and your dreams are shattered in the process. You're speaking to the man who we drew Monaco, and I'm going, okay, yeah, you know what? Yeah, we should do Monaco. Oh, Monaco said no. We drew Lyon, and I was like, the tournament in Portugal, I said, yeah, Lyon, we should do Lyon. No, they said no. We drew fucking Tottenham. And I said,
surely he was going to say this. I knew he was going to say this.
Speak.
I knew he was going to say this.
I said, surely we beat Tottenham. And Tottenham said,
and what happened? What happened? You got ducked out.
Shut up, Toby. I'm talking.
Yeah.
So this competition will treat you differently. Vincent Kompany said this on his overlap with Gary Neville. He said, I don't know what it is about Europe and the Champions League. You play in the Premier League, you'll score your 11-2, you'll score your 21-5, you'll play fantastic football, you'll hop on a plane, and all of a sudden you're in a different country, the air feels different, and everything goes tits up. Everything goes tits up. It's just this competition. And look, it's probably okay in the grand scheme of things, because they got their rude welcoming back, and you think with the right approach and changing a few things up and the rude awakening in the Emirates, they'll be just fine. 1-0 is not the worst thing in the world to lose away from home with the Champions League once you get your shit back together and the home ground. That's how we won the competition. Go to the Bernabeu 1-1. Go to Leipzig 0-0. Do your job at home, you'll be just fine. But Arsenal have to learn quickly for the return leg. It ain't no joke. Champions League, Grizz, is a humbler.
I think though they did, because Matisse, you were saying, oh, like you didn't get their tactical setup. I don't even think there was like a flawed tactical setup. I just think them man were crap. Like to a man, they were crap, and they were clearly like, it must have been nerves or something. Like, you know, when someone says like you're new to this, like them man were new to that yesterday, and it showed, because that performance was mad. Like it was actually mad. Man are passing the ball into the stands, basic 5-yard combinations, can't do it. Like not even mustering a single shot on target. And Hugh's right. I think the home match, listen, obviously we know Arsenal in knockout competition in recent years have flopped at home, right? But you expect Arsenal to still go through. Like I expect Arsenal to still go through. Anything can happen. But I think to Hugh's point, I think that game for me was a timely reminder that the Champions League actually is a humbler. Like you can't just do the on paper thing, because on paper I'm thinking, I was thinking Arsenal will probably go there and win. On paper, Arsenal are probably top 5 minimum strongest teams in the competition left. But Champions League don't work on paper. It actually does not work on paper.
But
So
you know, I don't think it's you know what frustrates me? I don't think it's I get it. There's nerves attributed to Champions League knockout stages, and Champions League is a humbler, all of this. But I look at more the European record with Mikel. It's not just Champions League that we fucked up games where we should have won in. I just think that he especially this particular game, he's overthought it. Like, I don't know if, you know, Olympiacos, Villarreal, you know, I can't really remember too tough how it worked out, but we was expected to go through even after the first leg. So I don't know if it's just Champions League. I just think it's a bit of overthinking. I'm kind of with Matisse in the sense that it kind of went back to the whole control with no cutting edge, with no real, you know, bite, with no real ambition to break into the box. I looked at the average positions of players across the whole 90 or 90 plus minutes, and most of them are in the middle of the pitch. All of them are in the middle third of the pitch. That's the average position. That means even the heat maps of Trossard and Havertz, go check them out. Very, very few touches in and around the box. So we didn't have no cutting edge. And it goes back to the whole, I said it on Forever. I said, we don't have a 30 game a year striker. I'm not saying goal. I'm saying 30 game a year striker where you can rely on him for 30 games, whether he's the out and out goal scorer or whether he's the guy that brings in the goal scorers in Martinelli, Saka. We don't have that. Jesus, too injury prone, too inconsistent in front of goal. Eddie, not good enough. Havertz, yeah, I'm sure we'll get into that. Trossard, I like Trossard, but Trossard is a great 12th man in my opinion. Yes, he can come in and he can play a few weeks in a row. Yes, he can do a job on the left. He can do a job up top. I love Trossard. I love Sylvain Wiltord too. Sylvain Wiltord's name is in lights at Arsenal because of, he was one of our 12 men. He was one of the ones that you could rely on coming in, whether starting, whether coming off the bench. There's no problem with that. There's no disrespect. So I just think the cutting edge up top is something that I haven't shied away from saying it might cost us this season. It cost us against Porto, in my opinion. We just don't have enough threat. And Martinelli and Saka poor, very poor. I mean, we can go around.
Martinelli was stinky, man.
Yeah, Martinelli.
Oi, oh God,
listen,
that was a rough one.
That was a Hall of Shame performance. My goodness. Even Saliba in the first half. Saliba, I don't think he had a good game. I know he did some. Saliba in the first half. I don't know what on earth he was thinking.
Lucky, bro. He's lucky, bro.
He was
he would have
shaky.
been ripped to shreds if that went in. Because
How many times did you get man get nutmegged, by the way? How many players have got nutmegged by us? Bro, it was crazy, man. You know what's mad, though? What you said there, Turkish, here. The manager came out and said it, though. The Porto manager, he said, you lot came to play, we lot came to win. They were just adamant at winning the game, bro. Yeah. They literally from the off, they were like, the dark cards were there, you know what I mean? The little 1-2 cynical fouls. I mean, you lot lost your head early on with Rice. But yeah, man, listen, Starboy Saka, I hate to say it, but you want to put yourself on a world-class stage, bro, deliver. You know what I'm saying to you? Like, is that what Arsenal fans want? And you wanted to say, deliver on the world class? Then you got to deliver, my friend. I thought he was a shadow of himself as well. I'm not blaming it just on him. Odegaard and me, even Odegaard as well. He was poor. Your better players were poor. And on the day, too many. You can't carry that many players on the pitch. And Porto were just united. I thought Varela, listen, he's come in this season. I think it's from Boca Juniors. He was outstanding in that middle of the park. Absolutely crazy performance. But overall, this is what they do, man. European football is ugly. It's nasty. But you know what? You got to get there and win. You know what I mean? And Arsenal, can they do that? Second leg, don't get me wrong, you're huge favourites. But if they get a goal early on and they sit back and they just make it ugly, can you cope? And then the fans, it gets ugly. So I think they'll score over there. If they score the first goal, we will be there.
Well, that will be. You talk about 12th man. I was thinking about the fans, right? The fans are going to play a crucial part in this second leg. I've seen Anfield when they've gone down to Barcelona, a Messi free kick. Anfield was locked off for that second leg. We've had it Stamford Bridge, take the piss out of the capacity, whatnot. But the European nights are special. Etihad, they've had the mad atmospheres as well, right? The Arsenal fans at the Emirates, regardless of the hate-alongs going on online, you must be on point, because if this team feels your nerves, it's over. It's over. Like, if it goes quiet and it goes jittery and people start, it will be a long night. It has to be insane. It has to be an insane atmosphere. They were giving Rio Ferdinand a lot of stick on the plane on the way over. And then I'm hearing on the plane back, it was very quiet. No one said a word. Do you know what I mean? It was calm. It was mad, but yeah. It was mad. It was mad.
They need to get Liv's Ledge, Ashburton Army, Liv's Ledge. If you're watching now, gather yourself, compose yourself, and get that crowd moving. You know, the Ashburton Army.
He was a bit upset. I called him out on Twitter.
Get the scooter out. Get the scooter out, man. We need that scooter.
I called him out on Twitter.
The guy who was crying at the anthem. See the guy who was crying.
Big up Liz, man. Yeah, sing your song, bro. Go sing your song, bro. Go on. Matisse made a really good point about the 12th man, and I think the 12th man is really important for Porto as well. So Matisse, SAEED, all the people doing your hate watch-alongs, let's combine the hate watch-alongs. You know, like Goku when he did the spirit bomb in Dragon Ball Z. Let's combine the hate people Get behind Porto. Porto needs your support. When's the game in 3 weeks' time?
We want to hold
Porto
hands.
needs your support in a couple weeks' time. Let's get behind
you.
Come on.
Porto needs you.
Why don't you lead prayer? Why don't you lead prayer, Tobes? Go on.
Take my hand. You're SAEED, GRIZZ. Switch SAEED and GRIZZ, man. We need to hold hands.
Yeah, get me out.
All of you hold hands. All of you fucking hold hands now.
GRIZZ is not involved. GRIZZ is not serious.
Do you know what's mad?
Toby, do it, man.
Please pray. Hold hands and pray. I want to.
Nah, GRIZZ. I want the family man to.
Please hold Tobe's hand.
GRIZZ, do it, man.
You know what's mad? Do you know what's mad? I don't even want you lot to go out now. I'll be real. I don't want you.
Nah, we need him out.
I don't want you. I'm not gonna pray for it.
You're not meant to pray. Open your eyes.
No, wait. Let me tell you real talk. Yeah, let me tell you real talk. I don't want to pray. I don't want to pray for you to go out now because I don't want you to go out now. I want you to beat Porto and be like, we're going through.
We're gonna
then I want you to get to the quarter. Then I want you to get to the quarterfinals and maybe you sneak it. We're gonna win it. And then I want to get you to this. I want you to get to the semi-finals. And then I want you to break. Yeah, I want you to break. I want you to get dumped out because then you know what happens? Now you're in April. Now you've used a squad to play 3 extra matches, and now you're thinking, shit. We're demoralized. Oh, now we just need to pick ourselves up and win the league. I want you, man, broken to pieces, bro. So, yeah, I'm behind you.
Can I just say, Toby, the only thing that I don't want that to happen is because if they go out to, say now they play Atletico Madrid in the next round, they'll say Atletico Madrid, they've European heritage and whatnot. But if they go out to Porto in the last 16, that is embarrassing. I know, listen, we've got out the group stage and I can't talk. But the round of 16, it's embarrassing. If you lose to Porto, that is embarrassing.
No, Tobes, do you want me to tell you why? Do you want me to tell you why?
Have you had that have you ever had slow cooked pork? Slow cooked pork or slow cooked? Slow cooked. It just tastes so much better.
Tobes, I know what you're
I know what you mean.
You want a slow, painful death. That's what you want. You want them to go. You would love it for them to go to the final and lose on penalties. That's how nasty you are. You're a nasty man. I'm going to give you a different perspective. Arsenal go out against Porto, and all of that Arteta better than Conte. Would you take him? Would you take him? Would you take him?
How does this come back up? How does Conte come back up?
Imagine if Arteta goes out to, what is it, Olympiacos, Villarreal, Sporting Lisbon, and then Porto. Yo,
that's what I'm saying. Look at the names.
He might not beat the Europe charges, you know.
He might not. Doesn't mean Conte's name rises again. I mean, he has to rise up his name himself.
You
know, guys, going back to the actual game, from a bit of analysis point of view, I actually think which brother said that? I think TURKISH might have said it. I think the approach was, like how we compare, or Arteta or some media likes to compare him to Pep. That he's meticulous to the detail and everything. And we've said he's been over meticulous this season at points, at certain things, right? I genuinely think he done that. I think Porto are not a great team at all, guys, this season. They're not the Porto of the past few seasons. They're not even dominating in their own domestic league. Yeah, they're not that team. Arsenal on paper should have blitzed them. But like Hughie says, and obviously Hughie's talking from recent, what's the word? Trauma. Experience. Trauma, yeah. It is. It's difficult. You got to play. Pep's learned how to play in Champions League over the last 3-4 seasons. And he'll admit that as well. Yeah, Arteta, it was a little bit of a rude awakening. As I said, I still think they're going to blitz them in the second half, in the second game. I don't think they're going to need too much of a crowd boost. It's not one of those 4-0 down to Barcelona. Fuck's sake, man. It's 1-0 down to Porto, who've not got any great players right now. Varela, no problem, great player. Good player. Taremi coming back. Yeah, no problem, good player. But they're not
Taremi back for the second leg.
Taremi's back for the second leg. Yeah, he's back for the second leg. I just think Arsenal froze, and it can happen in the first leg away from home. I think they'll gather themselves and they'll know to just play front foot football. If they went out there and played it like a league game, I genuinely think they would have won comfortable. But for some reason, he tried to control proceedings. You know that control freak in him? Like, let's just control everything.
And sometimes you just
know
can't
the-
do that away from Europe.
Everything
Grizz,
was
you know-
like I'm not
you know,
gonna
on
lie,
your-
because if you try
on
to
your
keep-
point
sorry,
there,
go on.
sorry, but on your point there, I don't know. Muller had an interview after the Bayer Leverkusen game. I don't know if you lot saw it, but
yes,
literally what I feel is kind of that interview where everything's everything's methodical. Everything needs to be right. That pass needs to go to that person, then that person needs to run into that space, then the freedom of football is kind of being sucked out in terms of these new managers following Pep's footsteps. Even the Porto manager saying they came to play, we came to win. He's essentially saying the same thing. We came to play football, play the ball around, create spaces, create actions that might create other actions. But the reality is they came and they had the better chances and then they got the goal in the end. Listen, the goal was superb. But I just think when you're copying or when you're trying to live up to a Pep or following Pep's footsteps, people got to understand, and I'm not using this as a disrespect or anything against Pep. Pep is the master of it, number one, and he's had anything he pretty much wants at City, Bayern, and Barcelona through obviously the academy as well. The other managers following in his footsteps don't have that luxury. Pep came up with Messi. He had that luxury to build his name, with a Messi coming through. I'm not saying Messi made him. I'm not saying I'm just saying they came through. Bayern, he had a league where, pretty much every season it's a wash unless Tuchel's your manager. So, and then he went to City and then, he's had everything he wants year in, year out. Arteta ain't got that. So when these moments come up where it looks like a bit of the Champions League final against Chelsea, Pep, that was overthinking, maybe a bit of overcoaching as well. And he fucked up. But he can get away with that because he's done dirt. He's got his, you look at his CV, if he fucks up once in a while, cool. He's going to bounce back. With Mikel, because he's still building his legacy, he's still in the very early stages of it all. When these moments come up, it's a lot more magnified than it would be under other managers. And I'm not saying that's not how it should be, because I'm pissed off with the way we approached that Porto game. I don't think I'm wrong in saying we should have smoked them. I'm kind of getting not annoyed, but you lot talking about the fans and all that. Bro, we shouldn't need the fans to beat Porto.
That's what I'm saying.
For fuck's sake. Like, I get it. If it's Real Madrid, if it's Man City, if it's Bayern Munich, if it's Atletico, Napoli, I get these sides, you might need the fans. But this is Porto. And no disrespect to Porto, but come on.
Okay, so the reason why I said that is not even because of the team you're playing against in terms of the quality, but this is the first time this Arsenal group and this manager have been in a position where they're in a knockout game in the Champions League. The anthem's playing. It's do or die. They're gonna need the fans. Now, an experienced team like Liverpool, cool. I should not make that comparison. Barcelona, a different ball game, but they've been there year in, year out. They understand how to navigate that situation. Patience, not rushing your pass, not hitting crosses for people that can't head the ball, not giving away stupid fouls, not getting the crowd or gearing up the opposition to potentially have a flip where now suddenly you're playing into their hands. Like little intangible things that can go against you. At Anfield, Xhaka pushes Trent, cool. Crowd flips, different game. That kind of stuff. The crowd is going to have to play a part because these Arsenal players haven't been here before. That's more my point.
Can I ask a question?
Can I just say something?
With Champions League know-how, though, Matisse, I think if you watch Arsenal last night, it's quite clear they just didn't have the Champions League know-how. You can have a set plan.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
And be methodical in the way you play football in the Premier League, and that'll probably be fine for Arsenal as it is. But in the Champions League, there has to be a bit more than just this is our game plan. And it was quite clear for me with Arsenal. They got overwhelmed by the fact that their strategy wasn't working and they went into a shell. Like Pep was methodical, too methodical for a long time. We'd go to games, he'd want every pass to be perfect, every ball over the top to be perfect, and this is how we're going to win 5-0. We quickly realized that's not the way. You pick it up and you win these ties eventually, consistently, by knowing how to do it, just by being there. You pick up know-how. And it gets to the point where it becomes intuition for the players who have experience in the Champions League. For me, it's the most valuable thing. You know what I say? You don't win your first one when you get to your first final. And just going through the rounds, for me, Arsenal looked like a team who haven't been there before. That's not to say they can't recover and win the second leg, but know-how is so important in the Champions League.
It is, but I also think I don't want to let the players get away with such a poor showing because as much as it was a Champions League game, it was my first Champions League knockout game for Arsenal since I first come on the show, and it didn't since I first come on YouTube, but it didn't feel like it didn't feel like this is the Champions League knockouts. This is prime. Reason being because we were heavy favorites. We are heavy favourites in this fixture. Porto, and to the people saying stop disrespecting Porto in the chat. Listen, if you tell me in 2025 Arsenal beat Porto twice, I'm going to expect Arsenal to win twice. It's no disrespect. Nottingham Forest have won 2 Champions Leagues. Does that mean I should? Chelsea have won 2 Champions. Does that mean I shouldn't be confident against these teams who are in the mud now? It's very different. Heritage is heritage. It's history and all that, as people say. Right now, against Porto, Arsenal should be winning. All the money's in the Premier League. We spend a lot of money here, right? It's no disrespect to Porto to say we should beat Porto. I don't give a fuck if Jose won the Champions League in 2000 and whatever. That doesn't matter in 2024. So this whole disrespect thing, leave it out, because it's not a disrespect to expect to beat Porto like I expected to beat PSV, Sevilla, Lens. It's no disrespect. It's the level of our league and the money we have in this league. We should be beating these teams. If we're not, there's a problem.
You should be. But the Champions League, that unfortunately doesn't work like that. Especially when the guys that have been batting it up in the Premier League for you haven't played in the Champions League. I'm not even one of these people who looks massively into oh my god. So he has to have been there. This is that. And normally, I'm quite like black and white with it. Like, if your levels, right? But when you watch that game yesterday, what else could it be but nerves? What else could make Saliba play that poorly? What else could make Odegaard fluff a couple of passes in the second half? What else could make Martinelli do what he was doing yesterday? What else could make giveaway passes? What else could have literally like 80% of your best players playing distinctly below even a base level yesterday? What else could it be?
Don't you think it was similar to, because I can bring up Fulham and Newcastle this year and say those games are very similar in how we fuck them in terms of our performance, no cutting edge, and those were not in Europe. So yeah, I get you. That Saliba moment for me was mad, because I'm there thinking, bro, the ball's there, go there. That moment, maybe the lights got to him. But other than that, the Fulham and Newcastle games are good comparisons to this one. We played equally as bad in those ones as this one, and we failed to get any points out of any of them.
You won 5-0 against West. You won 6-0 against West Ham. You won 5-0 against Burnley. You won 3-1 against Liverpool. You're hot in form, and I think in 2 out of those games, you played the same team that he played yesterday, and yet the performance was considerably worse.
Mm-hmm. I just think
do you think it's do you genuinely believe it's just coincidence that these men are Champions League tie away from him against? Okay, cool. They're not the team they were before, but they're still a team who have been there and have been playing Champions League football year in, year out. They might get smoked, yes, but they play Champions League football year in, year out. You're traveling to their ground in a round of 16 knockout game, a game you've not played in what, like 7-8 years, with players who have not played in the Champions League in the Champions League knockout tie. Some players who have never played in the Champions League knockout tie. Do you think it's coincidence that you dropped that performance? Come on, man.
No, again, 100%. There is reasons for, but look what I said at the beginning. I said Trossard might bang for 2-3 games, but over 30, it's not going to work. Same with other players, and I just think it's a case of that as well. I think he played great for 2 games, and then in this one, it's a bit. And listen, I don't think none of us have really given credit to Porto. I'm not here disrespecting Porto. Porto deserve credit. They're pressing, their intensity in that first half especially, and their game management throughout the 90, immaculate. They got exactly what they wanted to get out of that game. They got it and ran with it, and they celebrated it like they should. There's no disrespect to Porto. Porto did their thing, and I think, yes, Arsenal played shit, but Porto played a part in us playing shit, because they stopped us really playing between the lines. In the first half, we did have spaces to create an attack, but our attack was so poor that anytime they did get it, I think Tob said it earlier, lack of anything, lack of drive, lack of cutting edge, lack of real, ambition to get in and around the box. So every move fell apart. So yeah, there might be nerves under the lights, but bro, I don't care, bro. I've talked about Havertz's wage before. All of these men are on a
Havertz has experience. He's played before.
Minimum. Yeah.
He scored in Porto. He scored the Champions League winning goal, so he should be able to lead.
He had a bit of movement yesterday, man. Did you like his movement yesterday? Did you like his movement, guys?
I think he was picking up good spaces, picking up in good spaces.
I'm not speaking on. I want it known. I'm not speaking on this.
If there's one man who knows how to perform in Porto, it's Kingdom Kai. So don't worry, Arsenal fans. You'll be fine. You'll be
Fluidity. Come on.
Well, yeah, someone just mentioned in the chat. I just double checked. Pepe is still playing for Porto, man. 41 years old.
Shout out to him, man.
Up against Martinelli, Saka, Havertz, half his age. Some of them, near enough. Couple of them, right? Literally.
Did we mention him in honorable mentions when we did the centre backs video? Did we mention him? Like,
no, and rightly so.
No.
Please, he doesn't get into the honorable mention.
He's an OG, but he's an OG.
Pepe is top, but come on.
Yeah.
No, but we were talking about but I'm just saying, like honorable in the last 10 years, this guy's been at the top of his game.
Do me yours in the next one. Do me yours.
All right, cool. But now I want to give him credit at the end of the day. Player that age, only Costa Curta, Maldini. Who else has played at that age at centre back in that time?
Thiago Silva.
Thiago Silva.
What era when Pepe was coming up?
No, just generally that.
General,
late 30s, early 40s. Some of them.
Yeah,
early 40s. Like Maldini, Nesta, Cannavaro.
Yeah.
I don't think Nesta. I don't think Nesta reached 34 plus. Someone let us know in the chat. But yeah, I hear you.
Chiellini.
The Italian defenders,
like we can't be letting Porto and Pepe, 41-year-old, coming to big pitch Emirates and handling possibly, I don't know about Jesus' situation, but Trossard's movement, Martinelli's movement, Saka's movement. If that happens, as SAEED says, we will be there. We will be there if that happens, but we can't see it happening. But yes, on the day, I think they froze. On the day, I think Porto, you're right. We're not giving Porto enough. And the manager who's actually leaving at the end of the season, he's one of the managers that's leaving at the end of the season. And a lot of big clubs will be in for him. Conceição. So maybe this is like his final swan song and scalp, because he's taken a few scalps in recent years. And I think this will be another huge scalp if he takes it.
I'm not dismissing the fact that the notion that Porto go through from here. Listen, I was very confident going into that first game. The first game stunk of European performances in the last 4 years. Now I'm nervous about that second leg. I can't guarantee. Who said it? Matisse, a deflected goal. We go 1-0 down or 1-1 in the 80th minute. Bro, I've been there before. Like Olympiacos was similar circumstances. Villarreal second leg, like void of ideas.
There's a lot of history there.
I might have underestimated Porto going into the first leg. Maybe that was the case. I still think Arsenal didn't live up to expectation, and that was the reason for it, more than underestimating Porto. Do I expect us to go through? I do expect it, but I wouldn't be surprised if after that first leg and that first showing that we fucked it. But we will see. We will be there 3 weeks. And then the thing is, what it's led to, I'm going to get into super chats, but what it's led to now is if Chelsea beat Leeds, Chelsea and Arsenal's fixture on March 18th or March 17th will be rescheduled. So what that means is Porto at the Emirates will be March, let's say 12th. It's around in that time. Our next game from the 12th is Man City at the Etihad at 31st of March.
Also, plenty of time to discuss everything that. Okay, perfect.
Wait, hold on. No.
I'm also mean if we fuck up back-to-back games, then the league and the Champions League is.
Wait. Say that again. Say that again. So you got Porto.
12th of March, Porto, Emirates. That weekend, our fixture will be rescheduled because it's Chelsea. That means we've got a free weekend because it's FA Cup.
It should
weekend.
be Leeds.
International break the weekend after. Then 31st of March is the Etihad. So back to back, we play Porto and City with a 2.5 week break.
With the 2.5 week break.
Yeah.
Wow.
So much time to build up animosity.
Now, if we go out of the Champions League, that 2.5 week break is fucked. It's fucked. If we go through in the Champions League, that 2.5 break looks a lot better. So it's all.
Imagine the pressure. Imagine the build up to those two games. That's mad. Like,
a lot of build up. Too much build up.
I'm talking from a Liverpool point of view, because that, to me, I don't know what I want in that game. But obviously, it depends on the games before that. I think we play City
next
first, Huey.
The week after. Yeah.
So
next weekend. Yeah.
So obviously, depending, 2 weeks time.
Is it?
Yeah.
We've got Man United first, then Liverpool.
Yeah. Sorry.
So these fixtures are coming thick and fast. It's
tasty
fixtures.
Tasty fixtures.
Don't go anywhere.
We'll be there.
Let me look at the super chat.
Yeah, you'll be there. Yeah.
20 plus in, and we will be there anyway, people. Big up Sador. Remember the super chat from last week? If you don't, then I won't remind you. But he says, let me clarify my mayonnaise super chat. I have no unusual fetish. I was in the clouds whilst watching the show, and I wanted something where each of you do a forfeit when your club gets whitewashed, which is not often.
He's dwelled on that since the last show.
Icy pollen don't make you want to see man eat mayonnaise. Hey, Sado, if you need that icy pollen, bro, you'll be good. You won't be thinking about mayonnaise.
He's been sitting there since Monday going, fuck, these lads think I like watching lads with mayonnaise all over them.
He said, I'm coming Thursday, I'm back.
Brother.
The first super chat, I
would be there.
He wasn't messing about. Big up, Sado, big up.
I hear it, man. Man's clearing his name.
Clearing his name, you know.
What's the case?
You know, when you got a county court judgment, you got to pay. That cleared. Man paid. No installments.
Yeah.
What's there to say? Says Tobes, I saw you at work at EY yesterday, but I didn't want to bother you. Besides, I'm a depressed gooner. Underrated show.
Should have said hello.
Was it you, yeah?
Definitely me.
You don't want to go up to Toby in the streets, man.
Lemore says, Arsenal are like those people that voted for Brexit. They really don't like Europe. It is what it is. Blue Moon, surprise that he's here. I'm here for Arsenal tears, he says.
Look at the profile picture.
The big six. Where was world-class Saliba, Rice, and Starboy Saka? Getting bodied by OAP Pepe. 0 shots on target. I'm sure we've got another one from Blue Moon, so I might as well get that in now. Oh no, I already got it in. Apologies. Big up. Next one in. Ryan says, big up you 6 as usual every time. Turks, Arteta got the lineup wrong yesterday. Should have started Jorginho and had Havertz on the bench. What it is with Arsenal in Europe, we deserve to lose. Ryan, in hindsight's 2020. So it's easy to say that, but at the same time, I don't think a difference of Jorginho would guarantee victory when you see how we lost the game, because part of the loss was control, no cutting edge, and I'm not sure Jorginho has that either. I'm not, so I wouldn't say Jorginho starting, we win that game. I just think overall, 9 out of the 11 men on that pitch, plus the manager, didn't do good enough. But yeah. GLD says, Pepe is the same age as your manager and pocketed your so-called world-class players. Ben Orange should take note on how to defend. Ben White was actually one of our better players. I don't know why you're mentioning him. Brandon says, that shit pissed me off. No, the shit that pissed me off is they have an 80-year-old centre-back and we did nothing to work him. He's a walking red card. That is that's why Saka, Martinelli for me are 2 best players on the ball running at defenders. I would have expected them to come inside a lot more, but to be honest, they didn't even receive the ball enough. And I'm not using that as an excuse. If you're not receiving the ball, come and get the ball. That's something I said about for you lot wouldn't have seen it, but on Forever Arsenal, I said, listen, I think Saka's clear of Foden, but one thing Foden has that he will come and try and get the ball wherever it is if he needs to. If he's not getting the ball, he will try. With Saka, I just, if he's not getting the ball, it's after the match we hear that, doubled up or, slow track. Nah, it's time. It's time to come and get the Odegaard was doing it, but Odegaard doing that as much as he did cost us in the final third because he wasn't there enough. And this goes back to the Havertz stuff, which I don't want to dwell on. I've spoken about Havertz enough. My feelings on him. But yeah, overall, we didn't test Pepe enough. Nowhere near enough. Eli says, Arsenal better not let the game be 0-0 by the 40th. We'll turn into an emotional and concerned atmosphere. Porto even less expensive.
Not that emotion business again with your
Speaking of emotional, where's Zinchenko these days?
I don't know, bro.
He's playing. He's injured.
Bro, he might be injured. He might be.
But Jesus, man, they don't want that.
What we needed was a halftime huddle.
But they still done it anyway, man. But by the way, this huddle's crazy, man. Like, just come out the dressing room, man. You might do the huddles, man. But listen, it is what it is, isn't it? I don't like huddles.
I've actually said that. Well, you man was just in the dressing room and you come out and you fucking have to here. Go hug
but there's more to say. They didn't have enough. 15 minutes, not a long time. More to say afterwards.
15 minutes.
You know what I'm saying?
I think
crazy.
Did Zinchenko and Jesus win the Champions League with you guys? Hughie?
No, they didn't.
No, they won it after those 2 left.
Coincidence?
Yeah.
I think not.
What do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that?
Did Gerrard win the Premier League at Liverpool?
Say again?
Gerrard win the Premier League at Liverpool.
No way. about that. I know. He's doing himself a He's doing himself a disservice with those ones.
Like that. Yeah, you're down bad, Tech. If that's the level you're going to just to protect.
I respect it, man.
Look how you man get together when it's time to talk about Arsenal. I go fuck yourself. You're down. Let me see the one of you.
You're down bad, man. You're down bad.
Turkish is not in a good space right now. He's not in a good space.
We saw that video of you and Havertz today, man. Your head's in Jupiter right now.
Am I in a good space? Am I in a good space now?
I need to move the subject on so I can go find the good space downstairs with my soup, bro. So please, let's get the super chats going. Did I get this one in? No, I didn't. Shaffer says experience nerves how the refs was handling the game at the start got us, and we struggle against mid-block defending teams like Fulham, Newcastle. Partey, Jesus, Zinchenko experience back will help. I get that ref was appalling, but yeah, I wouldn't blame that. You work a way to get around that, but it is what it is. That's definitely part of the Champions League. The way Porto falling over, wasting time, that's historic part of the Champions League. So that's not something that I will moan about. It's something we have to work around. AJT says Porto set up really well defensively, especially the two DMs. Please don't disrespect them by saying it was Arsenal. It was up to Arsenal to blitz them.
No one.
That match was butters, bro. That match was butters, man. Oh, God.
Rival fans don't get to see many Arsenal losses these days, so they really have to enjoy it when it comes. The overeating is crazy. 0 Porto wins in England. Yeah, hopefully that's
also 0 home European wins for Arteta.
Is it? Nah,
I think so.
No, group stage.
No, I think
sorry.
knockouts.
I mean knockout ties, but yeah, maybe group stage there.
Is it?
Use those ones. That's what someone said in the chat, and the chat's always right.
Yeah.
Did they not be supporting Lisbon at home? No,
the chat's always right.
He made the semi-finals for UEL for in the 2021-2022 season.
No, people are agreeing. Arsenal best in the world. One of our mods, Arsenal fan, he says it is in the knockouts. Right. So even when we reached semi-final, we must have won it away.
Yeah, that's an ugly stat. That's a really ugly stat.
Well, it needs to change or we're fucked.
Hey, Lisa.
Yeah.
Blaze says it's the naivety I'm hearing stuff like, quote, it's unfair because the Porto players didn't want to play, kept breaking up play. Bro, this is not a beauty football contest. That's what the new gen have to get used to, Brace. That's something that, we've seen in the Champions League forever. Dave says, why are you guys talking like we've never been in the Champions League before? Last time we lost away to Porto, we slapped them 5-1 with a Lord Bentner hat-trick. Well,
Bentner, you saying there now?
That was with a team that was regularly playing in Champions League football. So
JC says, I agree we didn't show up, but that ref was a disgrace. Fouled us every opportunity. The ball was in play for only 50 minutes of the game. The lowest ever in around the 16 Champions League. It made is that 50 minutes? Is that real as well?
Yeah. 50 minutes, yeah. Literally. It's crazy. I think I seen a stat on Twitter somewhere.
I know he was bad. That he was bad, but 50 minutes. That's I thought they were changing that, but then it was 4 minutes added on. So I don't know what they've done to bring it back. JC also adds, if we're talking Champions League heritage versus Porto, they have always beaten us at their home, and we have blamed them at the Emirates. Rosie, I'm hoping we do the same. Sayless says, his second leg Porto the biggest game of Arteta's managerial career?
Nah, calm down.
Nah.
That's what I'm saying. Look how they just go. Look.
I'd say the Etihad game 2 weeks later is probably bigger.
Yes.
Yeah, but Anfield last year was probably Arteta's biggest game. Anfield last year.
So I don't think it's as wild a question as people have made it out, because if Arteta, if Arsenal lose to Porto and they go out of the Champions League, where does that rank for Arteta in his Arsenal career?
They're not expected to win the Champions League.
No. But they're expected. They're expected to make the semi-finals. They're expected to be one of the best teams in Europe, better than Real Madrid. They're not expected to go out around the 16, and they're definitely. Hold on, they're definitely not expected to go out in the round of the 16 when they've already got dumped out of both domestic cups as well. So they'll only have Premier League left. So it'll
totally
be very
agreed.
Big.
Totally, I agree with you. What I'm saying, what I meant was totally agreed. But if they win the Premier League, all will be forgotten. But
Yeah.
if they don't, then it's chaos.
Because they're not expected to win the Prem either, to be honest.
Yeah, but they expect
saying,
it to
they're
be
not expected to
challenging.
win the Premier League.
They expect to be challenging above Liverpool and getting closer than Liverpool. Remember that.
Yeah, I'm with that. Listen, it's one of his biggest games for sure. I just think Anfield last year needing to win, leading the title race, that was probably bigger than this, but it is one of the biggest. Melissa says, change the name of the show to the Big Four and 2 other clubs. How can a club be big without a single Champions League title? No, you ain't no big club. It's not only sales or Champions Leagues that make big clubs, though. Otherwise, there wouldn't be an argument with Liverpool and United, would there? But there is.
I mean, listen, we don't want to be like sort of like funny, but we're talking about in the Premier League, innit, brother? Like last time I checked, Madrid's not in the Premier League, innit? We're the big 6 in the Premier League, bro.
Oh, their owners trying to start a fucking Super League, man. They need to. Don't worry, man. Don't worry about.
Thank you for the lira. Is it lira? I'm joking.
Oh yeah, last week. Iggy says, Arsenal, be serious. These little kids can't win you majors. They don't have no dog in them. Well, we will see. Last year when Basuma played Champions League, I don't remember him dropping a stinker that Rice did yesterday. Only big... What a silly super chat.
Tom said that one in.
Big up Freddie, man. Big up Freddie.
That's Tom's burner account, yo.
Big up Freddie. Big up Freddie, bro.
Jimmy says, it just reminds me of every time Tottenham played under Poch in and around the top consistently, then every time there is expectation, they fail badly.
There was no need for that, but boy. Yeah.
Swam says, hey guys, first, big up, love the show. I'm trying to go with my mom to Liverpool, Sheffield United, but our tickets really €450 each. Is this normal? Please help.
Anyone paying even £100 to watch Sheffield United, seek help, bro.
My brother.
Somebody explain how Sheffield United play football so we can break this down for you.
It's Liverpool that people want to see and Klopp.
Well, yes, but I'm saying
people will pay money to watch Klopp and Liverpool. So please, it's not Sheffield United.
Not at this price.
Can you help this guy out?
I don't know how to do this. You know what I mean?
Sell out.
Yeah, but for this price, are you gonna get VIP access, go behind the scenes? Is there gonna be a song at halftime? Because this is
what is this game? What did he say this game is?
I want to be fucking playing for Liverpool for €450.
No, hold on. It depends on the last. Is it the last game of the season, Grizz? This game?
No, it's not. No.
So there you go. Then, if it's the last game of the season, I get it. Because then the last game and whatever, and the emotions, people want to see Klopp,
what he's trying to say. Listen, guys, look, the guy's saying he's not willing to pay that. He's like, this is crazy, yeah. What we're saying is, what I'm saying is that's the rate for these big 6 clubs. Like when you're going for all these games, they're all sold out. It's ridiculous. And no, I can't help you, my friend. I wish I could help you.
That's definitely not the rate. Sorry.
Yeah, it's definitely
unless you're buying like hospitality, mad hospitality.
Yeah,
tickets.
Exactly.
When was the last time you? Wait, hold on. When was the last time you guys tried to buy a Liverpool ticket? Right now.
I don't support Liverpool.
So then shut your mouth, innit?
I'm telling you that £450
for Tottenham. Yeah, for Tottenham. Yeah, for
Tottenham. No, not for Tottenham. Not for Tottenham. I know people who are going to these Liverpool matches. They are definitely not paying £450.
No, I'm not. Read what he said. He goes, people are selling them for that rate and people are buying them for that rate. That is, of course, it's not the going rate. Of course, face value is not that. What I'm saying is the demand is such that people are forcing the market to get stupid and crazy.
I hear that.
And touts are crazy right now.
I hear that.
And they're making money.
If he looks hard enough, I think he can find a ticket for much less than that.
What you need to do is, man, get on the Facebook fan forums and people are selling spares at face value.
If he's lucky, he might.
Get involved. Get involved with real Liverpool fans. Don't buy them off via GoGo or StubHub and dickhead selling them to you at 300%. Get involved with the fan spaces online and you'll get people selling them at...
Yeah, it's too late now, though. He won't. When he's lucky, he might, but he won't.
When is it?
Facebook is good.
Next few weeks' time, but...
you'll find
I wish I could help him.
Enough, man. Don't pay $450. The stupid.
You'd probably find it for cheaper outside the stadium as well. If you went like, I know it's a big risk, but you would find it for cheaper outside the stadium. 100%.
100%.
That's mad, you know. My brother Fuzi got to flip the coin and he didn't even have to. Do you know what I mean? That's mad.
Big up Fu. Jimmy says, spot on Turkish, that players are being managed too much. That's why Madrid win everything still. They let magicians do their thing in the big moments. I agree. Big up Mayo. He says, I love the big six. Getting up at 8 a.m. here down under to watch you lads on the show. The holding hands moment was the best. As SAEED says, it ain't easy. Come on, United fan there. Big up as well. Everyone tuning in from
8
down
a.m. You know,
under.
that's crazy, man.
Mad.
Wow, fair play.
That's mad.
Don Perez says, UCL is about desire and individual brilliance. That's why the best footballing sides don't always win. Grizz, are you still picking them over us? Hashtag Real Madrid.
Real Madrid fans are here today.
Got a few Real Madrid fans here, innit?
I love Madrid.
International, we're international, man. We're
Alfonso
international.
Davis, Kylian Mbappe. Love it. Love it.
Bro, do something first, innit? Beat City. That's all I want you to do. I want you to be motivated. I want you to get angry over Grizz's comments on our YouTube channel enough to beat City. Until you do that.
Do you know what I want? I want Xabi Alonso to wait one more year for Carlo to leave and go and manage that super team in Real Madrid.
We're gonna Xabi Alonso's gonna come up today. It's gonna
be
clever.
clever.
Yeah, we're gonna have to touch him because there's rumors and whatnot.
We're gonna touch on Tommy Fritz or
listen, I don't mind. I'm here for it.
Touch on what?
Tommy Tuchel. That's what
he's going to be going to Man United next. Let's go Manchester United. Let's talk about Man United perspective. Manager.
Dave says, did Matisse know that Chelsea lost the first round leg against Napoli 3-1 in 2012 and then won the Champions League? But when Arsenal lose first leg, it's bottling.
What is that echo?
It's an echo. The echo there.
The echo, yeah. King Book says,
sort yourself out, man.
Respect the heritage is
Hold
all
on.
sweet.
Can I answer that super chat? Because we actually sacked our manager in between those legs. So I do remember. Villas-Boas was sacked, and then we hired Di Matteo, and then turned it around. You know, it's a results-based business. Like I've always said to people about Champions League, we don't care about how you win it.
But you're right. It is.
Yeah, but we don't care. We don't care. Was it Di Matteo that came in?
Yeah, Di Matteo.
For that, yeah. We don't like when it's all said and done, we don't care how you won it. Real Madrid have won plenty of Champions Leagues where they weren't the best team, but no one cares. If you win it, no one will care about Porto away. I promise you.
True.
King Book says, respect the heritage is all sweet. But let me ask, if you guys respect your girl's ex-man as he was hitting first, hats off to Porto, tactically better.
That's crazy.
So confused.
Gal analogies, man. When you start bringing gal analogies, bro, it's crazy, man. We have it on the Mandem top, man. It gets crazy, man. Gal analogies on football. I don't know how it's gone like that, but it's crazy.
David says, I feel we won't go through. It happened multiple times under Arteta. We can all see it. Love you guys. The show always lifts my mood and my loneliness. Come on, David. Big up. And we hope.
Come on, you got this, man. Come on, David.
We need to get through 100%.
On,
Just
bro.
a hypothetical, says Lucy. Hope you're well. Do you think Arsenal play like the away goal rule is still in place? I guess Arteta needs to win something quick or he will have as much legacy as Poch.
No, because they didn't get a shot on target. How did they play for away goal rule? If they were playing for the away goal rule, Lucy Goosey, if that's your real name, they would have gone for a goal. They didn't go for a goal. That's what we're cussing them about.
They're playing the opposite. They're playing for today's goals, weren't
they played the opposite.
I think his point. So I think Lucy Goosey's point is, if there is an away goal rule, do they still play like that? Is the reason why they play like that because there's no away goal rule to prompt them and push them for the
a part of it is.
Do we search for the away goal a bit harder?
You're a G to work that out from that.
Yeah,
just a hypothetical.
Me and Lucy Goosey go away.
I want the away goal rule back, man.
I don't know. Just hypothetical. Do you think Arsenal play like the away goal rule?
I don't mind it.
I don't know how you work that out. But fair play, Ned.
Bring it back, man.
Because you don't get any. You don't get
I go way better with the away goal rule.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah,
it's more exciting, isn't it?
Clive Phillips is shouting, away goal, away goal.
Like, fuck the away goal, man. That thing killed me too many times, man. Fuck the away goal.
We all know
yeah, man. I know about away goals. The stupid rule.
I've got two more.
Smiling.
I've got two more super chats to get in, and then we're going to do predictions for Arsenal Newcastle. Jamon says we'll fix up at home, but how many long passes into the final third just went nowhere near the target? Anyway, big up the panel. Keep all the good work in the social media football multiverse. Come on, my guy. And the long passing thing was definitely a hindrance. I mean, that was probably the best route to attack because their pressing in the middle was so good. And we just failed to get the long balls right. You know, I know in terms of midfield, maybe Jorginho then, yeah, that earlier super chat that mentioned Jorginho, he's someone that can do that pretty efficiently. Partey as well. So maybe they would have he might have made a difference if he was played. All right. two more because the one just come in. Frankie says there's a photo now of Salt Bay following Arteta down the tunnel at half time.
What the hell, bro?
Does he feed him the meat? What is that true?
Yo.
What? There's
Can't
I
be.
must bro. Seriously, calm down,
That
Uncle,
Frankie.
man.
That Frankie's always a bit wild, man, with his
Calm
super
down,
chats,
Uncle,
man.
All right,
Frankie's
Lisa,
still, man.
big up, big super chat as always. Hope you're good, my guy. And he says Porto had a tight mid block, not a low one, similar to Fulham. Space was behind the back line, not through the lines. Game also requires large switches of play. Personnel required with Partey and Vieira. We'll get players back and do what's required. Literally, pretty much said what I just said there, included Vieira. And I'm with you. It's just, do we expect Porto to set up the same now they're 1-0 up at the Emirates? Probably not. So I don't think them opportunities will be, or the opportunities will be in the same manner at the Emirates. Probably much more of a breakdown job than working around their press. But we'll see. Arsenal Newcastle Saturday evening kickoff at the Emirates. Ain't saying much on it. Just bounce back and win. Very important. Like, look, this loss will mean nothing if we beat Newcastle and if we turn it around against Porto in a few weeks. It will mean nothing. But if we go and drop points to Newcastle, this loss against Porto doubles up in terms of the impact. If we don't make it in the second leg, it doubles up. So it's how we bounce back now. And Newcastle, not in a great place for a little while now. We're at home. They're not as defensively as resolute as they was last season. And the way they won the game earlier in this season, we have to go in there with a bit of a chip on our shoulder and just get the job done, you know. So I'm gonna go to Tobes and you can kick off predictions, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go 3-1 Arsenal to win this game.
SAEED.
I'm gonna go 2-1 Arsenal.
2-1. I'm gonna go 3-1 as well. Matisse.
I'm gonna go 3-1 Arsenal as well.
3-1. Hugh.
3-2 Arsenal.
Grizz.
2-0 Arsenal.
2-0. So Grizz predicts 2-0, the only clean sheet. Tobes, Matisse, and myself have gone 3-1. Hugh's gone 3-2. SAEED's gone 2-1. We'll publish on the socials. We've passed an hour. So hopefully we've passed 1,000 likes. We have passed 1,000 likes, 900 away from 2,000. There's 6K in the building. So let's hit 2,000 right now, people. Make sure you subscribe, show Manscaped some love, individual channels in the description, and we will keep it moving. City and Liverpool up wins this week. Carabao Cup final. There's Xabi Alonso rumors. Let's go over, Big Six. Carabao Cup final. You can touch it on the Luton game, Grizz, if you want. But Liverpool, Chelsea, Matisse, Grizz, the floor's yours.
I guess I'll go first, touch upon the Luton, and then we can talk about our game. Yeah, game of two halves, atmosphere of two halves. You guys know that I was talking about our lineup earlier when I got a whiff of it, like saying we got no strikers today. But they were still good enough should have been good enough to beat Luton. But we know Luton are a feisty, energetic team, man, and they played well. They played well in that first half. And it was looking very peak, man. But boy, Jurgen Klopp's earning his money in these half-team talks, man. We came out and we went loco. We went loco on them, bro. And I really enjoyed that second half. Obviously, you look guys didn't. But from a Liverpool fan point of view, that second half was scintillating. And sometimes you just got to take a seat back and deep it. Imagine without being your first three strikers, all of your teams. I don't know where you guys would be. Take out three of your top three, your front three strikers. Where would you guys be? I don't know.
We'd be all right. Fucking Havertz, Trossard, and Jesus. We'll be fine.
I don't think we have three strikers. I'm not. If Washington's not there, I'll live. You know.
I don't think Chelsea got three strikers. You're right, but I couldn't see where we're going to score a goal from. And I said it to my friends at halftime. I said, we need a set piece to get us back into it. And Virgil van Dijk, I don't know if you guys have seen the replays and everything. He was like a man, like proper, just pushing them out of the way. Like someone would say, pushing them like as in a foul. No, just being physical and saying, yo, I'm the big dog here in that penalty box. And he just lifted us. Yeah, man, it was sensational few minutes. And the Luton manager said, he goes, yeah, man, bigger teams than us have come here. And then when Liverpool raise it like that and Anfield raise it like that, bigger teams than us are going to crumble. So he was honest and, in his appraisal. But we really showed some amount of skill, bravery. Because Luis Diaz and Harvey Elliott had stinkers of first halves. And Gakpo. Our front three stank out the gaff in the first half. But they kept going. And in the end, our reserve three scored 4 goals. 3 goals. They all scored a goal each, which shows great mentality. And it comes from the manager, man. I'm going to say it again and again and again. It comes from the manager. And we ended up with 7 under-21s on the pitch. 7 under-21s on the pitch. It's an all-time record in terms of our average age. But they were all good. They all played brilliantly, man. And shout out Conor Bradley again.
Bro, he's solid. I watched your game. He is... like locked down, like they got no change out of him that game. No change.
He loves defending, but then he realizes I'm on a wing back as well in a back four, and he loves attacking. He's tenacious. He's brave on the ball. This guy's going all the way to the top. But yeah, man. And shout out
McAllister, bro.
Saeed's favorite, McAllister and Endo. Shout out Saeed's midfielders that he cussed both of them and saying, yeah, are you happy with McAllister and Endo, brothers? If McAllister continues the form and it leads us to winning things, let me make it clear before people start. If we win the league, McAllister has to be in the conversation for signing of the season. Has to be. Because
his price is stupidly good. I said it when he signed Grizz. I said, I don't know how Man City didn't go for this player. If I could have thought of someone that just made sense next to Rodri instead of Kovar and Nunes.
There's been comparisons.
This would have been the guy I just thought it made sense.
There's been all sorts of comparisons, yeah.
Right now, anyway.
For me, player-wise, he's so stylistically similar to Gundogan. It's unreal in terms of the multifunctional intelligence. Do you know how Gundogan could play
press resistant,
like number 6 sometimes? Not the greatest, but Man City fans will tell you he was good on the ball. Gundogan could get into goals. Gundogan could dictate play. And Gundogan had speed of thought. McAllister and Watoro Endo. People laughed, and me, I'm still saying it. He's not my DM going forward into the future.
Solid.
But for 16 mil, my brother's doing a bad boy job. And our Gegen pressing in that second half, it was like we were like men possessed, man. And Luton have given everyone a tough game.
You know what? Fair play to Luton. They gave it a go. Like Luton, even when they were 2-1 down, they were trying to lump the balls into the box a couple corners.
They did. They tried it, but apart from that goal, we literally, and even that was a lucky goal. Like he went through his legs and just deflected into the only area that it could have just headed it in. After that, we just dominated.
Yeah, Grizz, I'm not gonna lie. There was no point in that game where I actually thought Luton were gonna win it, because even when you guys were 1-0 down, Liverpool had all the ball, had all the threat. There were times where the ball was played into the final third. Luis Diaz, maybe poor execution of pass. The ball gets played into Gakpo, acres of space, blazes a shot over the bar. Gravenberch actually had a decent game yesterday as well. Like Liverpool, when I was watching it, I was like, yeah, like I know Luton are one, like Liverpool are missing players, but there's no way on earth Liverpool are losing this game. If you keep doing what you're doing, you're gonna score 100%.
Diaz was a couple of times through. It was like Toby being through at Anfield. You know how excited
Why?
Now I have to ask, how many screens did you have on Wednesday? Because there was Napoli, Barcelona, there was Porto, Arsenal, and you was watching Liverpool, Luton. So
because Liverpool Luton game started before the Champions League game. It started before the Champions League.
Did you watch the whole Liverpool game? Did you switch over?
I watched the whole first half, and then I had the Arsenal game in the second half on my main TV, and I had a Liverpool game on my laptop.
You don't have the Napoli Barcelona. You don't want
to watch. No, I didn't watch that game. Why would I watch that game? I don't watch that game.
Yeah. Man. So I just shouted at the main culprit. Look, we need our players back though. We can't sustain not having Nunes, Jota. Of course, Jota's out for majority of the season, and Nunes and Salah are struggling for the final.
Nah. You're not gonna do this. Nunes and Salah are going to start. They're going to play the full 90 minutes. They're not even going to twitch.
I'm messaging you right now, and you can screenshot it.
Every time Liverpool do this, every time Liverpool fans do this, we're not sure who's going to make it back. As soon as the start 11 drops, I see all of the boys back. ready for the final. I'm not buying none of this nonsense. Them boys will be starting and ready to rumble, no doubt about it. They will inject themselves if necessary, bro. There's no way these
I've
men are not
messaged
ready
you.
for the final. I'm not buying it. Yeah, you
But
messaged me, bro.
don't
I'm
tweet
not
it.
buying
you
it.
exclusiva, man.
Don't
Read
tweet
the
it. Don't tweet
exclusiva,
it.
man.
Don't
I'm not
tweet
taking
it.
this.
But yeah, look, it's
No.
crucial. It's
Hey,
absolutely
Nunes.
crucial. It ain't easy without having your first choice strikers. And I'm nervous about Chelsea. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gaslighting them. I'm not bigging it up for no reason. But Chelsea have turned a little bit of a corner. They've shown how they played against big boys in Man City. Who else? Arsenal was it? Another team they recently played well against. I can't remember now. Matisse will know more than me, obviously. But if this was 4 weeks ago, I would have been sat here and saying, yeah, we're looking to just bring back the trophy and carry on our title charge or whatever. But it's sticky. But I'm going to be very honest. I wouldn't been as gutted if we lose this as I would have been 4 weeks ago. Like right now, for me, the whole focus is on the Premier League. The whole focus. So
Chelsea need it more, man. Chelsea need this.
I was going
Carabao
to say,
more.
who do you guys think it's a bigger game for?
Chelsea. Come on, man.
Chelsea, innit?
Pochettino saved this job.
Chelsea, innit?
Chelsea win the Carabao Cup on Sunday.
Let me set the scene.
All of a sudden, it's not that bad a season. It's not
Let
that
me
bad
set
a
the
season.
scene, yeah. Let me set the scene because Hugh's gonna. Did you just say it's not that bad a season?
If you win the Carabao Cup, yeah.
Okay, you're just taking a piss.
You got
we're
silverware.
10th. No,
You
we're
got
still 10th.
silverware.
Yeah,
It's
but we're still 10th.
sugarcoats it. It sugarcoats it.
Let me get into. I mean, I get where you're coming from, but for me, you got to do a cup double to get away with 10th after the team that we've assembled. I know we've had injuries and whatnot, but there's just no excuse for being in 10th when you have no European football, 1 game a week. So the Carabao Cup's not really going to do enough for that. I'm sorry, but yeah, for me, this game is definitely bigger for us because you guys are in, Premier League title race, Europa League. This is. FA Cup is a long way away. This is it for us, really. League is not looking good. We need to win this game to get into European football, even though it's the Conference League. And I don't even know, according to reports, we're not even sure if we're able to be in that because of UEFA regulations. We'll get back involved with that FFP situation as well. It's not like Conference League brings loads of money, but for Poch, for the players, we need to win the game, man. We've lost to Liverpool twice at Wembley now on penalties. We lost to Liverpool in the Super Cup, so it's 3 finals in a row. 5 Wembley finals in a row, 6 if you're counting Community Shield. It's poor. The record is mad, and yeah, we don't need the bottle of gene or the bottle of talk to come for Poch, especially with the injuries Liverpool have now. It kind of balances out the playing field a little bit more, whereas before Liverpool would have been strong favourites. With the injuries now, people are starting to give us a bit more of a say. If he loses this, he's gonna be renowned as a bottler again, and he doesn't need that. We don't need that. This team don't need that, and this ownership doesn't need it either. So it's massive, man, massive for everyone. We need to win the game. So I'm stressed. I'm nervous, man. I'm very, very nervous because I have to look at us in the final third and the 2 boxes where it's crucial. And that's where the cutting edge is lacking. We just don't know if we're going to take our chance on the day. I remember the finals a couple of years ago, Mason Mount hitting the post. Pulisic, just there were chances that we could have easily won these finals, small margins. We didn't have it. So I really just have to hope on the day Chelsea are just performing to the highest level. But it's on Poch, because I think if Poch goes to this game and plays in a similar style that he went to the Etihad with on that big Wembley pitch and says, actually, I'm gonna sacrifice possession a little bit, ask Liverpool to open us up, against a low block, which I don't think Liverpool enjoy. I don't think it's their favorite thing to do. Not going to get involved in this back and forth punch for punch and leave open spaces for whoever in that front line to run in behind like we did at Anfield. Leave all that space or those gaps. Don't do that. Be, unified, be compact, be intelligent tactically, and then hit them on the break. Now, obviously, we know they got great guys in the high line, Van Dijk and Konate, but maybe in Cuckoo, Palmer, I don't know who he's going to play, Jackson, they can maybe cause them some issue dropping in and, a bit of movement. So, yeah, man, we just have to hope that it sticks on the day. But this is what it is. Chelsea, for Poch, it's about winning trophies. It's not about competing on Sunday. It's not about looking good. It's not about not getting thrashed. It's about winning. If you don't win, it's a failure. That's cut and dry. That's how it is. So we'll see what happens, man. Hope. Yeah, we have to hope.
I think pound for pound, like if Liverpool turn up at their best, I don't really give Chelsea too much of a chance. You need to catch Liverpool on a slight off day, or if GRIZZ is accurate with his injured players and so on.
even without Salah and Nunes.
So I'm going to combat that straight away. I think Chelsea are more than capable of making Liverpool look worse than they are. I don't think we need to have an off day for Liverpool. I think we need to turn up, play at the highest level, and try and beat Liverpool even if they're playing well. Like we're not going there for Liverpool to have an off day and then we capitalize. We're going there for we are on it, and Liverpool.
Of course, you've got to go there. You've got to go there with the intention of beating Liverpool, regardless of what form they're on. It's just my personal opinion is that with the form Liverpool are in, and even minus the players, they're still cutting teams open. They're still scoring goals for fun right now. I just personally don't give you too much of a chance. But with that said, there is an extra motivation there for Chelsea, which you could see elevate them to a level that we may not have seen too many times this season, which is that, look, you may not agree with me, but to come 10th and have no cup, pretty crap season. To come 10th and win a Carabao Cup, at least you can say, look, the league form, it's pretty crap, needs a lot of work. But we saw positives in there. We saw a bit of a cup run. We saw a bit of fight. We saw a bit of resilience. There's a few decent performances against top 6 teams. So for Pochettino and his future as a Chelsea manager and how much faith is put into Pochettino from the Chelsea fan base and even ownership, etc., I think this game is quite huge. So he needs to get his players up for it and go in with the attitude that you're going in with. You need to play against Liverpool and beat them regardless of their form.
The reason why I say that is because Liverpool got injuries, right? And Liverpool, like Grizz said, they can have bad halves. It's not like Liverpool are just smoking first half, smoking second half, smoking first half, smoking second half. They've just played midweek, and we have had a whole week for this. So I really, maybe I'm deluded, but I'm just like, I'm not even interested in what Liverpool are going to do. I know Liverpool are a good team. I know Liverpool are going to play their way. It's not going to change. We know what we're dealing with, but we just have to come correct. If we come correct as we did at the Etihad, I know you didn't have a good game. I know you missed chances, but we came correct. So we actually were competitive, and that's what we got to do, man.
I think that's the format.
Signed too many players to be coming here as big underdogs and just not even having our own plan. Like
there's no way you can call £1 billion squad managed by one of the top coaches in Europe. Like they're gonna come to. It's not like a. Do you remember? Like I don't know. We're not playing a championship team here or Liverpool versus someone Stoke or whatever. Blah, blah. This is a Premier League team. They're having a shit season, but they have shown in big games they can perform. And they're going to use that format they used against City. I think it will be a lot. Me personally, not fear, but I worry about one particular player, and I don't know if he's going to start for Chelsea, and that's Nkunku. Even though we battered the shit out of them at Anfield, when he came on, he was a little bit of a hindrance to us, just a little bit. And I rate Nkunku anyway. So I don't know if he's fit enough to start, because did he start against City?
No, he came off the bench.
See, so he might use that formula that he used. Sterling.
I think it was. I don't know if it was tactical or what it was, because it's way to City, and
I think you're going to play the way. I think how you're going to. Me personally, how I think you're going to play is you're going to play that box where you play. Where you play Palmer
and Gallagher as the pressers.
As the pressers. And I think that's how you're going to play Sterling and
Jackson on the wings.
Sterling and Jackson on the wings, and I think that's how you're going to try to play against us.
Because in the Anfield game, Sterling didn't track Bradley.
That's right.
So this is the conversation as to whether we can even trust him with Bradley.
So exactly. Well, we brought off Bradley yesterday. Because the man was just making lung busting run after lung busting run. I think he's going to start the final, which some Chelsea fans are going to say, "Yo, Sterling versus Bradley," because he's still a bit of an unknown quantity, Bradley. But I'm looking the other way around. I'm looking Bradley taking Sterling backwards, and if Sterling's up for it, because what that's going to do is if Bradley takes Sterling backwards and he doesn't follow him, obviously we're risking Sterling against Konate, but I'm comfortable with Konate versus Sterling. So there's matchups everywhere on the pitch. I think your centre backs will be key, because I don't think Silva's going to play. Nope. And I think, even though I'm a huge Silva fan, I think that's going to help you guys because your partnership is looking relatively solid now. You've got centre backs playing there, Colwell and
Desassi,
my brother Desassi. You know what I mean? big boy centre back. You know what I mean? He's had man of the match performances against City as well, and they look pumped up. So I think there's going to be more keep-outs. Caicedo had a stinker at Anfield. He's not going to have that bad a game. And as I said, it's crucial for us the way if we can get any attackers back and how we set up. I think it's much closer than it would have been 3-4 weeks ago, for sure. Definitely closer. I think this could be another penalty
Please,
shootout.
please
dare I
not
say.
penalties, man.
Yeah.
Oh, please.
I genuinely think
we
that.
need. We must. We
What
must.
do you mean we must? We've lost 4 penalty shootouts in a row in finals now, I think.
I just read. Would
Keller,
it be 8
Keller.
finals?
By the way,
Well,
Kelleher
2
is good at
against you,
penalties as
1
well.
against City under Sarri when Kepa was a
Their
manager.
record is
He wanted
bad,
to be-
apparently.
and also the penalty shoot against you as well in the Super Cup, Grizz, I think that was on
No,
penalties
but I
as well.
heard someone mentioned earlier. I don't know if it's factual. Is this 8th final? Or would it be Chelsea's loss finals?
No, I don't think 8th. So it would be the 7th, 6th or 7th, depending on if you want to count the Community Shield. I don't personally.
Okay.
I don't count Community Shield. I don't really care about that competition. But yeah, it'd be enough.
That's
I mean, I don't know how you guys see it now. Obviously, 3-4 weeks ago.
That's a lot of bottling, isn't it, Matisse?
Yeah.
It is a lot of bottling. It is a lot of bottling. It's lucky that the Champions League was in the middle of all that just to spare our blushes, but it's a lot of bottling.
Yeah.
I must agree. It's a lot of bottling.
It's the one Champions League, yeah. Just you know, it's cool.
Yeah, I mean,
the more it goes,
we don't get
into
greedy with that.
extra
You've only
time.
got one more than us, don't you, Saeed? And you've been a big club for your whole existence.
I was actually helping your argument. I don't know why you're trying to come for me. I was trying to help you there. But I think the more it goes into extra time, I think it suits Chelsea, you know. The more it goes to, I think it suits Chelsea because I don't know, Liverpool, can they really bring on players? You said you got under 21s and that, but they'll at least have Mudryk. I know it's not great, but they'll have more options on the bench than Liverpool. So it makes suit Chelsea's game to go to extra time or whatnot. So who knows?
And
But I reckon it's going to be
I agree with you names wise. I agree with you. But I love our youngsters. Let me tell you, we've got some gems coming through.
Liverpool's youngsters, man. Don't
Let me
sleep
just tell you,
on
we've
them.
got some gems coming through.
No point having options if they stink, brother. So
What did you say before? Shit is
Wow.
shit.
yeah.
If shit is shit, shit is shit.
It's shit.
Yo, Toby, man, that's
Like,
hilarious.
you know when they have that meme on Twitter where it's like a real
You can, screenshot it.
you screenshot
yeah.
a quote, you get Tobis' face.
Tobis' face.
Make a quote or something. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
wait, let's do that, man. Put on the Big Six
Yeah,
account.
we need to do that. We need to
Yeah,
do
I mean, we need to post it.
We don't normally do well. We don't normally add these to the prediction table, but we will do a little prediction just to see how it goes, see our thoughts on it before Monday's show. Let's start with Grizz.
Oh, this is not in the count, right?
No.
Say no more. I think I'm going 1-0 Liverpool.
1-0 Liverpool.
Ain't easy.
Matisse.
Ain't easy.
Got back my team in the final. Never will I ever do otherwise. I'm gonna go over 2-1 Chelsea win.
You would not do that if this counted towards the prediction league.
No, 100% he wouldn't.
I would. Do you know what? I'd
He
rather
would, he would, he
sacrifice the
would, he
points.
would.
I'd genuinely sacrifice the points. I can't not back
Come
my
on,
team
man.
in the
You got to
final.
sacrifice the points.
What
man.
did you predict in the Premier League game?
You're
What did
basically
you predict?
accepting
Oh,
that you-
Premier League. I said we lose. Yeah. Premier League.
Yeah. But in the final, it's a one-off, bro.
That's what it means.
Yeah, but for that, no,
Yeah,
it's final,
one-off.
man. Wembley. Anfield is a humbler. Yeah.
3-1 Liverpool. Saeed.
Turkish,
I'm
you
gonna
do
go
know this
Chelsea.
don't count, innit? Can you stop with the 3-1? It's like
It's like no matter
Bro,
what.
one hasn't
No
hit
matter
for
what.
time, bro. They're about to start hitting real soon. I'm telling you.
No, I'm gonna go
Saeed.
Chelsea to win on penalties. Chelsea to win on penalties.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's got penalties. Me.
Penn Chelsea. All right, cool. Hugh.
4-1 Liverpool.
Wow.
4-1. Told
he's just
Doesn't
doing
count,
he's
like,
He's
Shooting
doubling
shit.
down after what happened.
Yeah,
last
yeah,
week.
yeah.
He's,
Bro.
You've got the court session, the clip. He's not
Yeah.
happy. I get it. It's fine. No
Yeah.
problem.
You're damn right. You're damn right.
That's a 19-year-old's brain. He says something sometimes. I love it.
Tobes.
I'm gonna go 2-1 Liverpool.
2-1 Liverpool. All right, cool. So Matisse and Saeed have gone for Chelsea wins. Everyone else, Liverpool. Touched in on Liverpool's win against Luton. So that's it for that. Couple more Premier League. Well, Xabi Alonso is now the right time. Is the rumors that Bayern? Well, they've entered the conversation. That's for sure. But Grizz, has the percentages changed in terms of hey Xabi?
Nope.
Say no more.
Nope.
Say no more. Say
Okay,
no more.
you're strong and
Okay,
wrong.
no problem.
Strong and wrong, you know.
Remind us every morning. I miss it. Chris, can you keep reminding us, please, every morning? Hey, Xabi,
Nope.
hey, Xabi, please.
Hey,
I will when I think it's very close.
Okay, so
when it's relevant.
do you know what I think? Do you know what I think I would love to happen? He says no to both. He stays one more year, does Champions League, and he goes to Real Madrid when Carlo leaves. That super team that they're building, Alphonso Davies, Mbappe.
Bro.
Listen, Xabi Alonso, use your brain. That's the one. That's
Bro,
the team to manage.
Klopp needs to go there, bro. Klopp needs to go Real.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
With
that's
that
fair.
talent, with that attack, Klopp style.
Yeah, because he would have had his year break and
Yeah,
Bellingham.
bro.
Yeah,
Perfect.
okay, fair.
Trent walks through the door with Klopp. What? Trent.
I think Klopp.
I didn't know where you had me.
Wow, is that what we're doing? I love it. I love it. I love it. I
Wow,
love it.
that's
I
a
like
lot
it.
of
I like
violence.
it. I like
That's
it.
a lot of
I like
violence, Turkish.
I think Klopp takes the national job, man. National team job, 100%. After a year.
Yeah, I reckon.
That is a shout.
I reckon.
That is a shout.
I can't see Klopp managing Madrid. He just doesn't look like a Madrid manager to me. I'm not gonna lie. That's the only thing with that. It just doesn't look right.
He's more of the ethos of the traditional Barcelona. Do you know what I mean? Like the family club, the warm club. I know they're not
More
like
than
that
a club.
nowadays. He doesn't fit.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're not that.
Not like that now.
More than a
No,
club.
they ain't like that now. God no. But he doesn't
Nasty
fit the
club,
villain vibe of Real Madrid, does he? Like the nasty man.
Nah,
Do you know what? I could see
Xabi-
him at like a Atletico Madrid. If Simeone left, I feel like that
I hear
kind
that.
of club would suit him. Yeah, I could see that. Different style.
Napoli, Atletico Madrid, them sort of with the fan bases they have. But I think Real's fan base would love.
I
Klopp,
think
man.
this summer's going to be a mad one for managers, Keezers.
Yeah.
Like, look how many managers
Merry-go-round,
coming on the
man.
market.
De Zerbi.
De Zerbi, Conceição, Almerim. Almerim's very, very strongly linked with us as well.
Maybe
So
Ten Hag.
If Alonso says no, I think we're going to go for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hansi Flick. Hansi Flick.
Hansi Flick, yeah.
Nagelsmann.
Nagelsmann.
Yeah, could be going after the Euros.
So it's a madness. It's
Maybe Poch. Yeah.
It's true. It's true.
It's true.
Maybe
Anything
Poch.
can
No
happen.
one's safe.
Yeah.
No one's safe.
Are we on that? Are we on that? If what's the name? Porto will knock out Arteta.
Hey,
How could be that? How could be that?
I've asked the question. People said I asked the
could be that?
question.
I'm just
Some people
saying.
said I do too much. I don't know.
You do too much. No, you don't do too much today anymore.
Too much dip on the chip. I don't
I'm
know.
with you. I'm with you these days. No more Grizz letter. How could be
Someone
that?
said Graham Potter, you know. Graham Potter, you know, relax yourselves.
What about
We
Conte?
don't really
man?
care about
Conte
him, man.
How did he get in there? How did he sneak in there?
Conte going
How
Milan
did he
is
slide in there, man?
What's the
Conte
problem
is
doing in
power
Egypt?
managing Chunks' team right now, as far as I'm aware.
he's going Milan. Conte.
He actually is, isn't it?
Hey, don't disrespect that competition. Hazard's there as well. Let's not do this.
Tottenham ruined that guy so much. He's out managing Chunks in them.
Man called it a competition. Fuck's sake.
We didn't ruin him. He ruined it.
Bigger than the Audi Cup, mate. Do you know what I mean? It's
Wait,
bigger
there was
than
a brilliant tweet.
That's
There was
fair.
a brilliant
That is
tweet. There was a
actually fair.
brilliant tweet I saw today. They said Hazard at Salah at 32 is in all 4 competitions, going for the league and whatnot. Yeah, and
Oh,
we've got
don't do
Hazard
that.
playing. And we got Hazard doing buy
That's
sell thing
bad-minded.
with Lias in Qatar.
And
Nah,
just,
don't do
just,
that, man.
just to counter that, Hazard was
That's
picking
bad.
the winner of the Champions League, tweeting, "I will go to the Champions League winners." Salah was skying it against Shrewsbury into the houses. So cracking with
Chelsea
it.
effect.
Yeah.
Chelsea effect. That's the Chelsea effect.
Yeah.
When it comes to Liverpool heritage.
Still the same amount of Premier League titles at both clubs, though. Don't forget. 1-1.
You know that meme when you
drink that drink.
you know that meme when you're pushing the truck and the
Stand
man's
down, Grizz,
sitting
stand
inside
down,
the
man.
truck and pushing it.
Yeah, literally.
And
Did Hazard win? Was it two Premier League titles? Hazard.
Who?
Hazard's won.
Yeah, 2.
Mourinho,
Two.
Conte.
yeah,
2.
15 and yeah.
Yeah.
Streets won't forget.
Some super chats in on the cup final. Uzo says, "Dare I say, Robert has made Matisse a more optimistic Chelsea rep." Come on.
No.
Yeah, that's the most chest I've seen from you, Matisse, in a while. Man.
I'm
always like this for finals. Don't put too much dip on the chip for Robert. I'm always like this for finals.
You like that saying that?
Oh.
Now he's copying me.
It's a good saying. It's a good
He
saying.
loves it.
Yeah.
Maurice says, "Big up the panel. Saeed and Matisse hate-alongs were good. Happy United moving like a proper club. Also in Australia, we have 4 time zones. Peace from Melbourne. Come on."
When he says United move like a proper club, what does he mean? What does he mean by that?
Nah, as in like the new structure.
Clearly won something
Ratcliffe
serious.
and whatnot.
Oh, okay, fair. So the
Trying to tap
stuff
up everyone's
that
board members.
the
man.
stuff that hasn't bared any fruit yet. But
Yeah, no recruitment, no players,
Yeah,
no
but
manager
honestly,
sackings.
It's good
Yeah.
news, isn't it? It's good
Yeah.
news what we're hearing.
No,
That's what
it
we're trying to
is.
say.
But I'm just saying it's not. You know what?
Oh,
Let me
yeah,
know.
yeah.
Let me know.
We're
No,
gonna
no,
touch
that's
on
fair,
United anyway. We're gonna touch
Yeah,
on
yeah.
United. Masum says FA Cup will turn the FA will turn Wembley Arch red before the cup final in solidarity with Liverpool, because they're the first club who've had a couple players out with knocks. You will get through this, Liverpool. Stay strong.
That's all I got to say, Masoom.
Next up, we have
£10 to send such a cringy like crybaby tweet or message or whatever you call it. Super chat.
BY says, don't care about this final as long as there are no injuries. I'm good. Thanks, SAEED and Matisse, for your history lesson on your stream yesterday.
What's this about?
Don't know what it's
History
talking about.
lesson.
What's
Not
this
sure about
about?
that one.
No idea.
Matisse
I
and
don't know.
Saeed. What do you mean by that?
No idea. We did not do
I
history.
don't know.
You must have said something about Liverpool.
We might have did geography. We was doing Europe, but we did not do history.
I can
Yeah.
have a good
So you might
guess.
do
I can have a
geography.
good guess at what was said. If I
No.
I won't. I
Have a
won't.
good guess.
I won't. I won't.
No.
I don't know what's going on here. Let's just read.
Yeah.
Next up, Don Perez says, Grizz, I'm not angry you chose Arsenal over us. You're bottom of the prediction table for a reason. Hopefully we meet next season so you get to see Jude.
Oh shit!
Wow.
It shows,
Nah,
man.
you know
Keep
what,
sending
Don
the super
Perez,
chats in.
you.
Yeah. He keeps
That's
sending his super chats, but he's
crazy.
not angry. Keep sending super chats, my brother.
Don Perez, you know.
That was
Ramon-
smoking. That was smoking from Don Perez.
Oh, shut up.
Ramon
Stop.
says,
Forehead smoke.
Crazy.
He hates it. He hated that super.
He did like
Look at your head. Look at your head. Your head's smoky. Look at the smoke coming out your head.
Wow, you really hate that super chat, innit?
I enjoyed it.
alright.
I like
got
the
Don
feisty
Perez.
super chats.
Ramon says the chance that Chelsea wins is the same chance that Matisse gets 20/20 vision. Very, very
That's painful.
backhanded compliment. Oh, slap.
Damn, you hit me
No
in
need
my
for
heart
that.
there.
Yeah, no need for that.
You hit me right in the heart, bro. Yeah. All right, fair enough.
Robert's back. Matisse, your best friend.
I'm definitely blind. Damn
Robert.
straight.
Robert says,
Robert's
Grizz,
back, brother.
you promised that I'm gonna be single, homeless, and naked after Sunday, only for you to predict the shy little 1-0. Where's your
What?
chest?
My
for
brother,
big
my
club?
brother,
What?
my bro-
Why
my
do you
brother,
always
why-
say naked? This is a
Yeah,
theme
no.
with you.
Man
Exactly,
said
but
single,
but check this out. But guys,
But naked.
Robert Mugabe. Yo, Robert
check this
Mugabe,
out. Yo,
man.
Robert Mugabe, why didn't you message me when we smashed the shit out of you 4-0 the other day or 4-1? Why didn't you message me then? That's when we made you homeless, my brother.
Why am I calling him Robert
Why?
Robert Mugabe.
Why they call him Mugabe, man?
Sorry, Robert
I don't know
Musafri.
why.
Yeah, Robert Musafri. Sorry,
What
sorry.
the
Saeed got
hell's
into
going
it.
on here, man?
Yeah.
Why?
How's he messaging me on the eve of a final because I've predicted only 1-0 because we
Is he
have
still
got no
alive, Robert
strikers?
Mugabe?
Why is
Like,
he naked?
No,
This
he
is my
died
question.
years ago.
Why is he naked?
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
understand. He can be single. He can be homeless. Why is he naked?
You're single homeless because you're 10th, and if we beat you in the cup, you know what I mean, that's
Naked.
I don't know, man. If you think that's a successful season, you're building for the future still.
Big up Robert though. Big up Robert. And I
Big up
think that's all
100%.
the Liverpool super chats and Chelsea super chats are out the way. So we will keep it moving. We've done predictions. We've talked about it enough. Hour 32 minutes in. How many likes are we on? 1,500. 500 away from 2,000. Make it happen, people, because shortly Grizz will be asking for 3,000 likes. So let's get to 2,000. Couple more topics to discuss. You know what? Bournemouth City, because City played Luton 1-0 win. Haaland got the goal, and then you've got Bournemouth away. I know there's not much to talk about on that queue, but might as well give your thoughts on the 1-0 win, bounce back with 3 points after drop points previously, and Bournemouth away, which should be light work.
Yeah, the Brentford game, man, it wasn't much better. It wasn't a nice viewing. It was very, very ugly, you know, very, very ugly performance. But as I say, the 3 points were the main thing. I complained about everything I wanted to complain about after the Chelsea game. I didn't see much change. I still see Alvarez in midfield slowing things up. I still see the same issues. 33 crosses, majority of which from Kyle Walker, who can't cross. He's essentially our right winger these days. You go from Mahrez and Bernardo on the right wing, who are good crossers, good technical players, to now you got Kyle Walker as your threat on the right-hand side. It ain't for me, but look, it is what it is, man. We got the job done. We were fortunate. Haaland got a bit of luck with Christopher Ayers slipping over. Tucked it away nicely. He gets his goal. That'll be good for him and getting his confidence up. That's the main positive for me. Haaland feeling good about himself. De Bruyne has a bit of a twinge in his hamstring again. We don't actually know the full diagnosis. He didn't train yesterday. Don't know if he trained today. It's a bit concerning, but we'll have to see tomorrow and Saturday. So look, Brentford's out of the way, Chelsea out of the way. Fresh start. Go to Bournemouth Saturday, 5:30 kickoff, and improve, man. Improve. I want more goals. I want more fluid performances, and work our way into March. March is nasty. Got a derby next week, man. I hate the derbies. But they're coming up, and then we got Liverpool after that. Got Brighton, then Arsenal, and look, man. Start off with Bournemouth.
Big month, man. Damn.
Big month.
Are you concerned about that month if you keep playing these players in these positions? Because I know if you play your guys in the positions that make sense, I'm just thinking that you're, pretty much unstoppable. But if everybody's playing in these positions where they're not, Akanji's in midfield, Alvarez is in the 8, like you said, Walker, if it's not clicking, then these fixtures might become jeopardy. Like Arsenal already beat you this season, isn't it? So it's like it could be a problem.
It feels like Pep's so stubborn, and it feels like sometimes he's just doing it to piss us off. He's like, "What? you don't like Alvarez in midfield? You're getting Alvarez in midfield again, and we're going to make it work. What, you don't like Walker out there? Walker, you go out there, mate. Akanji, you don't like him in the middle. Guess where Akanji's going? In the goddamn middle." And we're all going, "Come on, man, just play the natural players in their natural positions." But you can't really critique too much because you know what I mean. Like he's Pep Guardiola.
Yeah.
If he's anybody else, I'd be saying get this madman out of here. But when Pep does it, you got to kind of go, look, he obviously has a plan. May not look too pretty right now, but it always makes sense come May. So that's what I'm sitting on. It always makes sense come May. So yeah, I am concerned for March course.
I hear you. You can't overdo it.
Nasty. Like we owe revenge to a few of these people. Do you know what I mean? I need my first Anfield win. And Arsenal, you need revenge on them. They pissed me right off back in October. And then, we got the odd mob across the road coming to town. So we'll owe them one too.
Yeah. I think you could never say it's a break month for Man City. But it's a make month. If you beat Liverpool and you beat Arsenal, you're winning the league. Like, but if you drop points, if you lose to Liverpool and draw to Arsenal, I'm not going to say you're not winning the league. It's one of those months where I think you can make it and come out, full of glory, or question marks, but really still the favourites. I don't think it's a month that will break Man City's season or Premier League race. Even though those names, Arsenal, Liverpool aside, who did you say? Brighton and
Villa,
Man United. Yeah,
Villa. We got in March. We have. So no, I'm wrong. We got United, Liverpool, Brighton, Arsenal. 4 Prem games.
4 wins. You win the league.
Simplistic to say that. That's but of course, but that's simplistic in it, Turkish. That's like saying we've got 12 games left. We win 12, we're going to win the league. It's like those.
But 4 is a short metric, isn't it? It's like we've seen Man City win 10 games, so for winning 4 in a row for them. It's not like, all right, Liverpool have done quite big runs as well.
Anfield. That's what I'm just going to keep saying. This time round, it's at Anfield. Normally, when we have to go there and we have to win, it's a problem. Last season, we weren't able to do it. We drew. Not last season. Was it last season?
Season before, because last season before.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But the caveat to that is, though, we've never had to go to Anfield and win. Now we're going to Anfield, and you're going to get a City team that feels they need to win.
We talk about that soon, but the point being
that's going to be a mammoth game. Pep versus Klopp, the last dance, crazy game.
That's what I mean. We got time to build that up, but generally, all of these next 3-4 games, as we've discussed, there's a mad months coming up for all of our teams, all 3 of our teams. It's a whole heap of madness, and it's proper exciting. There's no easy games, as Luton showed, gave us a scare, and I'm not joking. I was so okay. I don't want to overgas it, but Brentford kept City the most quiet I've seen City. Like Brentford made them resort to long shots and everything. Brentford played really well. And if it wasn't for that slip from that awful centre-back, I don't even know what his name is, the one who came from Celtic. Did he come from Celtic? I think he came from Celtic. And Haaland, he's the total opposite of Nunes when he's through. I know Nunes done a mad chip the other day, but when Haaland's through like that, it's a goal. So apart from that, Man City were not impressive at all. And I thought, whoa, this is a bonus, because that's one of those games where you do not expect City to drop points. And I thought, if they've dropped points against Chelsea and Brentford in consecutive weeks because they came so close. Was it 77th minute or 73rd minute? It was so close to being like a mad upset. Do you get it?
Yeah.
So even Newcastle this weekend, I know we all predicted Arsenal wins, but how will that Champions League have affected them? It was a grueling game. Like Porto made them work. You know what I mean? And we've got a Champions League. We've got a League Cup final. We nearly took our eye off the ball against Luton. I think it's so cool. It's so hard to call some results this next 4 or 5 weeks.
You know what we'll do? Because the month is so big for Arsenal, Liverpool, and City. On next Thursday's show, we'll all predict what the top 3 will look like when 1st of April hits, and see if we're on some sort of a right path. Because we all play each other: Arsenal, City, Liverpool, City, United, City. So there's a few big games in there. So we'll do that next Thursday. Bournemouth away though, Hugh.
Just get the job done. Just get the job done. Slightly better performance. Hope Kev is back and play players in their goddamn positions.
What's the situation with Kevin De Bruyne? I heard he's like carrying a little bit of a
Pep said he didn't play him against Brentford, precautionary, but he didn't train the next day. Don't know that he trained today. Look, these hamstring injuries are like ACLs, man. They'll keep reoccurring all the time. You'll get reoccurring smaller, minor issues, bigger ones, whatever. We just gotta monitor it. They did a great documentary on Kev, and the second half of last season. He knew he'd smashed his hamstring in like February, March, whatever it was, and he played all the games. The ones where he slammed on Arsenal, the Bayern game, the Real Madrid game, he played them all. They're just managing it. So these the science they have these days to manage these things is unbelievable. But you know what I mean? Inshallah, he's able to do the rest of the season.
Tobes, Bournemouth City.
Mute, think.
Yeah, no, but I love it when he's in mute. No one tell him.
I didn't realize I was on mute. I'm gonna go 3-1 Man City.
3-1. SAEED.
I'm gonna go 2-0 Man City.
City.
5-1 City.
Jesus.
They smoked, but wasn't it like 6-1, 4-0 last season, or 4-1, 6-0, some shit?
Yeah, I was there 4-0 in 40-degree heat, man. I left the stadium with 10 minutes to go. I was about to pass out, man.
And Bournemouth are not in great form. They haven't won in a few games. They conceded 3 to Fulham a few weeks ago. 5-1. Who's up? Ash. SAEED, you predicted 2-0, innit?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. I got that right. All right, cool. Matisse.
4-1 City.
You know it's away, lads, yeah?
Yes, that's why I've given the 4-1, not 5.
You.
2-1 City.
2-1. And GRIZZ.
2-0 or 3-0? What's your advice? I'm looking for advice these days.
3-0. 3-0.
I don't give advice.
You're a chief, man. 3-0. Brother Turkish, 3-0.
Watch it be 2-0 now. Watch.
Imagine he's gonna blame me. All wins for City. No surprises there. A couple super chats to get in. Ozzy says, if I see Alvarez start again, turning the TV off. He's also finishing and does nothing. Yeah, he started every game. We need our main 11.
If you man are willing to sell Alvarez, please, we are more than happy to take him.
I feel
say that on Twitter, yeah, and you'll get absolutely cussed out by them Argentinian fans.
Bro, I did a stream the other night on my personal channel, my small little personal channel, where we might get 100 viewers. Bro, started saying things slightly negative about Alvarez. Half of Argentina piles in. You don't deserve him. You don't deserve him.
You know what's mad? You know the World Cup final watch along we done, yeah? But to this day, we still get comments from Argentinian people just like, I love this, and big up.
Really?
Bro, to the comment section. To this day, bare of them are just in the comments.
Bro, you gotta rate their passion, man. You gotta rate their passion. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. We were cheering them on, to be fair, innit?
South America in general, I think.
We will be there.
We will
be there.
That's a trip. I'm not gonna lie. That's a trip.
Big Six in South America, yeah.
Yeah,
it sounds like it.
Can you imagine us in Carnival? Can you imagine Big Six go Carnival?
Brazil.
Some man will lose their heads, bro.
Toby told me he'd take me next year.
What's that?
Don't worry about it. I'll text you.
This guy.
That's it. That's it on City. So we move on. SAEED, United have Fulham at home, and aside from that, is there anything else? Well, Jim Ratcliffe's stake is signed, sealed, delivered.
Short injury as well. He's out for the season, I believe. I think so. He's out for what, 3 months? So he's going to be definitely out for. So we've got a little bit of a situation there, which is a bit annoying because we didn't sell regular, but we told him to go back to Tottenham, and now he's at Brentford. So we don't really have a left back. It's going to be Lindelof at left back for the rest of the season until Wan-Bissaka comes back, and then Wan-Bissaka can go at right back, and then Dalot can go on left back. So bit of a sticky situation there, but. Yeah, man, some positive news with Ratcliffe. I don't know if you guys see bits of what he said, but you know what I mean? He said some crazy shit about Man City and, you know, and other clubs as well. And he's just basically saying that, you know, it's going to take time, but he's ready to kind of, you know, make sure Man United get back to the top. So,
he's a Man United fan, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a Man United fan, but I can't lie to you. That Chelsea season ticket holder, you know what I mean? It got me a little bit, but I don't know, man. But I'm going to hope he's a United fan and he's supporting the club or whatnot. But listen, he said some good stuff. You know me, I wanted Qatar in it, but what he's done, though, he's come in with a bit of, with some structure. He's going to get Dan Ashworth, hopefully. He's going to get some other people involved. He's basically cleansing the football club. And I know you talked about it, Grizz, a lot in terms of you need to cleanse the football club properly and get the guys who have basically been failing for a long time. And that's what he's going to do. So it will take time. Don't get me wrong. He may change the manager. Who knows? You know, that's something that he will have to focus on. But for now, you know what I mean? United unbeaten in 2024, play Fulham, who don't have, I believe, Paulinho in their team, which is a big blow for them. So if he's not in their team, it makes it a little bit easier for us. But listen, man, get the job done. Win the game, and then we keep it moving to Manchester Derby, because that's a big one, isn't it? We're expected to beat Fulham. No disrespect to Fulham, but at home as well. So yeah, man.
Why is Paulinho not playing?
Sorry?
Why is Paulinho not playing?
Suspended.
Apparently, I'm sure is he suspended or something, or I don't know. But someone said to me that he's not playing. So apparently suspended or something like that. So yeah, that's why I thought in that aspect. So yeah, man. Should win, man. Fulham. Don't know how they are away from home, but United at home
not good.
Should be winning this game, man. They're not good, yeah?
No,
there you go. There you go. So you get me. United should be winning this game, man. You know, I mean, Højlund carry on his form. And yeah, man, should be an easy dub, like Marvin says. You know what I'm saying? So man,
I find that Radcliffe fella very,
that's crazy.
Very funny geezer, you know, SAEED. That Radcliffe guy, man. Radcliffe.
Why?
He talks a lot of talk, man. He talks. He's promising you the sun, moon, and stars. If you told 10-year-old Hugh back in the day that the owner of Man United would be saying, we want to knock Manchester City off their perch, I've been saying you need to stay off the drugs, man. You lost your head. And Radcliffe saying that, and he's admiring City, and he wants our board members, and I know what he's trying to do, man. He's trying to butter us up so you can use our stadium as well. Like he's calculated, this guy. He's calculated.
Listen, he's obviously given a little bit of respect to Man City, and he knows he can't catch them straight away. But listen, man, if he comes in and delivers for the next how many years he stays, bro, that's what we got. We got to hear these stuff like he's got to gas us up, because right now we don't want someone who's going to basically come in low key and start saying some random robotic shit. Like, we want him to have a bit of passion in it. So he's come in, he said all the right things, but like Toby said before, he's got to walk the walk, man. So you get me? What I like about him is you can definitely tell that he's a footballing man, and he's bringing proper serious people in. Like Dan Ashworth is no joke, man. So he comes in. A couple of other guys come in. Myrtle leaves. Richard Arnold's already left. So yeah, man, it's some good stuff. You know what I'm saying?
United back?
United, what? Sorry.
Are United back?
Listen, maybe. I ain't gonna speak too much. You know what I'm saying? So. We go see, man. We go see.
Do you want Tuchel in the summer?
No, mate. I'd rather keep Ten Hag.
Come on, Tuchel's better than Ten Hag. What are we doing here? I know he's not done well at Bayern, but come on, Tuchel is still a very good manager. Come on.
No, this guy is having problems. Managing skills awful, tactically awful, bro. For me, it's basically the German version of Tuchel, isn't it? Like, let's be honest, man. So I want something that goes forward.
The German version of Tuchel.
Sorry,
German
sorry.
version of Ten Hag.
Bad. The German version of Ten Hag. Apologies. Listen, I'm not feeling too well. But listen, German version of Ten Hag. That's what we're getting.
I get
So
you,
I
I
don't
get
want
you.
him, man. I don't want him, bro. Like, I just don't want him. So
Fair enough.
Yeah, man.
yeah.
He's stinking out the joint at Bayern.
He's gonna come on the market, and depending on how Ten Hag finishes the season, and because you never know, even though the owners are talking a good game, like we believe in Ten Hag and everything else, and we believe in we're gonna give him the funds. If Man United don't finish in the top 5 or 6, right, at the very least, they may decide to go in a different way in the summer. And he will be one of the names mentioned, right? Amongst the other ones that you've mentioned. So it's an interesting situation. Surely if he doesn't reach top 6, they won't let him continue.
Yeah. But what they did say, though, they said something interesting, yeah. Let me just bring up the quote. They said something about he has to, I think they have an image of what they want. And basically, you know, he says here, we will decide the style of play with the general manager, the sporting director, and probably the recruitment manager, and it will be MUFC's style of play, and the manager will have to play that style.
Ooh.
And you got a manager who's very, very in his own ways. So I don't know, man. They may clash. So who knows? I think the conversation will happen this summer. If regardless of, I think for me, if you don't make Champions League football, that's a red flag. You should be gone. But they may want patience. They may think, you know what, it doesn't happen overnight, and they might want to see what he's like on the structure.
But that's what I mean. I think this is why the way you end the season is crucial. Like if you keep it up like this, you've got upward trajectory coming up. As I said, you've got huge games against Arsenal, Man City, Liverpool. Let's say he gets results against those 3 or 2 out of those 3. They will see a vision, I think.
I don't think they should be basing it on the rest of the season's results. I think they should be basing it on whatever they want to build the club around in terms of the vision and the model. Like this is an opportunity for Man United to start afresh. And I think most likely a fresh manager with fresh man management skills would probably be the best call, because the manager market is very, very tasty, and it's not very often there it is like that.
That's
so
you'd want
to take advantage. I don't think they should let any of the short-term results impact whatever their plan was in the first place in terms of.
But if he does reach top 4 after the disastrous start and everything else, they will see it though.
Yeah, but how is he playing? Look at the performances, Grizz. Like the performances. Do you know what I mean? They just finished. They just finished bottom of the Champions League group. You can go into the Champions League, but if they perform like that again, what's the point of being there? You may as well not even turn up. So. That's why I'm saying I don't feel like the performances really even match the results. This is the second time Man United this season have gone on a winning run, and the performance they don't match.
No, the performances are stinky.
And nobody above Man United is sitting there thinking, "Oh, they're coming for us, Ten Hag." Jesus, no one's looking at it like that.
Spurs
but what he did say though, he kind of played it both ways. He said, he said like, obviously you see that quote there, but he also said like, what about a manager under this structure? So he kind of played it both ways. You know what I mean? Like he may want to sack him, but then he may say, you know what about giving us time? So you don't know. Like I like that though. If he's second guessing everyone, then it's good, isn't it? So nobody knows when they're safe in it. So you get me. So it's gonna be good, man. It's gonna be good.
9 super chats in, people. So no more super chats because these are the last 9 I'll be getting in. Then we're gonna do predictions, and then we're gonna slowly but surely round it off. Register Kev says the main thing Ratcliffe said was they will decide with board how we will play. If they choose Tuchel, we're finished. Tells us about how we'll move. Yeah, big one. But as soon as SAEED read out that quote, I said it won't be Tuchel then, because it just doesn't suit, Man United and I guess what they're trying to bring back.
Lads, will Mourinho pick up a club this summer? Do you reckon? Still, is there life in the old dog?
Hopefully international.
International, man.
Prepare for the World Cup. Be a beautiful.
For the Euros, there'll be someone who's getting sacked out of the big clubs. So you know what I mean? He'll be one of them.
We'll send them Portugal packing in the group stage. Turkey will send Portugal packing. They'll sack their manager. Ronaldo will be in tears, and then Mourinho will go there.
Clipped.
When you hyped up Turkey last time, what happened?
Not good things, bro.
They got some young stars, man.
You got some players coming through. You got some players coming through, to be fair.
Yeah, my Turkey shirts are lined up there. Oh, bro, I can't.
Wear your Republic of Ireland shirts.
I've got my Ireland shirts in there, actually.
They're not in the Euros.
Why
They're
you- why you-
press him
They're
on
not
that?
in the
That's
Euros.
such-
I don't know.
Yeah, they're
I
not
don't
in
know
the
what he
Euros.
wants my name
not
to
in the
be
Euros, I was
half
gonna say.
Turkish, half Irish, man. I don't get it. What can we do? What can we do?
Same.
Shafa says, do Malaysia and Mount even exist at United? Frankie says, big up
Broski.
Saeed. On your Mandem talk show, I keep seeing guys in their cars driving nowhere saying United are, quote, back where? Drive safe, Mandem.
Yeah, man.
I said, yeah, man.
Big up.
Natty, big up. Expertise at the top is what United fans have wanted for ages. Though nothing has come to volition yet, it's still encouraging since we are getting the tools to fix our club, i.e. CEO, DOF. That's what Saeed's touching
Have you
on.
guys ever seen this much hype about
CEO, DOF, COO?
Because it's not happened before. Do you not understand how big this is?
Sorry,
We've
sorry,
never
sorry.
had football structure.
Sorry.
No, I get you.
And you call for it.
I get you, and I think it is.
It is big.
It's like
I
it's
agree.
like
I
logical,
agree.
good steps, but still, let's see it materialize first.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah, of
see
course,
the-
of course. I ain't gonna be like, yo, United are back and that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying,
No?
it's
You
big
know?
because we've never had
People
that.
send me clips.
we-
People
we-
send me
we-
clips.
So,
thing
so
is,
if I'm to tune into Mandem talk, I won't hear any madness.
You were definitely not. You were definitely not. You'll hear about Bruno Fernandes and Kevin De Bruyne and stuff like
I
that.
didn't
You
tune in
won't hear
this week.
about
I
those.
tuned in last week, but yeah.
Yeah. Nah, tune in, man. Tune in, people.
The other super chats left are on other subjects. So I'm going to take this one off the screen. Big up everyone that's sent in. And we're going to go to Tobes for his prediction on United Fulham.
Unfortunately, I'm gonna go for Man United 2-1 win over Fulham.
2-1, Saeed.
I'm gonna go with 3-1 United.
Yeah, I'm going to go with 3-1. Matisse.
I'm gonna go 2-0 United.
2-0 clean sheet. Hugh.
2-1 United.
2-1 and Grizz.
2-0 United.
2-0. All United wins, couple clean sheets. No need to go over them because I'll publish them on the socials. They'll be out tomorrow on Instagram. Make sure you're following us on the socials, IG, Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch at The Big Six Show. All active, apart from Twitch yet, which will be coming soon. Apologies for the people waiting on pro clubs or clubs 24, whatever it's called this season. That will be back soon enough. Just get everything in line about that. And listen, pre-recorded content is still coming out thick and fast. We've just released the top 6 strikers video. There's a super chat here from Nathan saying, watch the New York vlogs this week. Unreal production and content. Check it out if you haven't already. Saeed, Riz, Gummy Gate, and Tobes versus Uber had me dead. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. That the trip was so good. We're looking to do that in some way,
Getting
shape, or form.
fucking finessed by them guys in the fucking. Yo, man, how do we get finesse, man? Fuck, you know, I'm still angry at that name.
Grizz is gonna get gummy gated.
Oh
soon as
God,
well.
I don't even want to talk about that.
Yo,
What was that? What was that line? What was that line?
I remember there was some sort of line. Yeah, there was.
There was a line, bro. Come on, guys, help me out here. Show me your
Wasn't it
itinerary.
something about prove it or
Yeah,
something?
he's
What
like,
was
show
it?
me your itinerary. I give you
Yeah,
a
yeah.
refund.
Oh yeah,
That's when I
yeah.
knew. That's when I knew he checkmated us because we went in with a
Yeah.
lie, and he said, "All right, check." And
Bro,
we
there
didn't
was
have
one
something
stage I
else.
was this close to breaking his jaw. I was going to break
And I
his
was so here for it because I wanted it. You know, that would have been great for the vlog.
and you know what's mad, yeah? In all of that, yeah, you just see Grizz having a chicken biryani in the side corner.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
ridiculous.
Like, man's just having
crazy.
You're right, guys.
Grizz
I'm
is
just
not
having a
interested in
chicken biryani.
refunds. He's just eating chicken burger.
And
Yeah,
the
yeah.
reason, and there's a reason for that because you lot didn't listen to me. I said to you lot, don't do this from the start. I said, don't do this. These are scam artists. So
You
sometimes
didn't
listen
say
to
that.
me
You didn't
always.
say that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I did do that. I did say that.
Big
Okay.
up Nathan, man. Big up supporting the content as well. I recommend everyone goes to check it out. JC says, Matisse, weren't you supposed to hit gym and start wearing contacts at the start of the season?
What the fuck's this?
Is that what you
Listen,
told me?
What's this?
I didn't tell them nothing. I don't remember making
What's
these.
this?
I don't remember making these false promises. Do you know what I mean? The season is long. The season is long. We have to change as results by results basis, week to week. It's just don't ask me questions.
Don't ask me questions, please.
So you did make these promises.
I don't remember making these promises. The season is
So
long.
why are you saying the season's long?
Season is
then?
long.
Season is long.
You know,
The
people
season is
will
long.
click you by the time this show ends. So
Yeah.
The season is long. We're playing multiple competitions. It's a long season.
Okay.
Cool.
I do a lot of content.
People prove it. Let's see what he was saying. Yes, sir says, any surprise that Madrid tried to sign Nunes in the summer? I guess you mean 2022, because I was
And
shocked.
Chelsea as well. It's come out today from reliable journalists.
Wait, what Chelsea was involved for? What?
Nunes.
We want Chelsea are not involved. So that's
we
the
want
thing
everybody, bruv. Yes.
Next one here from RS saying, Turkish, does Mikel Arteta have only one way of playing and set pieces? If this don't work with low block teams, do you have any concerns? And big upside, of course. I don't know. This question I pretty much answer week in, week out with the attack concerns leading up to this calendar year. Obviously, that improved, and then Porto, it kind of regressed back into those concerns again. But we will be here twice a week, every week. And you also added, hi, Grizz, wish your son a safe journey, and I hope Liverpool win all titles this season. And Turkish, this year, May 6th will be 7th year in your YouTube career. Looking back, those videos make me happy. Oh, swear. Oh, yeah, because I released yeah, you're right, actually. It has been a little while since that first video on my channel. Was that well, the first video was actually Wenger when he said he's leaving, but I think I deleted that one because it wasn't in good taste. So I said, yeah, let me leave it out. I actually took a shot. I was gassed, but we move. Big up for
thank you for the best,
for laying up the content and supporting the channel and supporting the Mandem and supporting the show. Are you guys planning to visit the US again? We are planning. Obviously it's Euros this year, so I'm not sure what's happening this year. But listen, the World Cup's in America in a couple of years as well. That is the big goal for us, making the World Cup. You know, helping out one of the stations over there and doing content on this channel over here. So make sure you subscribe, put the notification bell on. Before we wrap it up, big up Manscaped, 20% off. Use the code TB620 and show some love to this channel and the individual channels in the description. Hugh, Grizz, Tobes, road to 50k. Saeed, Matisse, my channel, road to 100k. Let's make it happen, people. Teamwork makes the dream work. And on that note, we will be back Monday after all the games, the Carabao Cup final.
Oh, sorry, my bad. I thought it was a Tottenham game, but there's no Tottenham game, is there? My bad.
No. Tottenham Chelsea was meant to be this weekend.
We didn't speak about Tottenham, but yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Next week.
Yeah, my bad.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
On that note, people, love for the love. Hit the like button on the way out and make sure you're here Monday. Peace.
Come on.